All right, we're live. Hopefully we don't lay another egg. Yeah. Hopefully we don't lay another egg. I got here at 1. As always, whenever I get here, usually when I get here like at 105 or 10, not even 105, like 102, the game has already started promptly at 1. When I get here on time, of course, the game is never ready to start. It's always like that. What's up, Max? It always ends up being like that. I guess while we're waiting, what do you all think of the Odell thing? What do you all think of the Odell thing with him visiting here? I saw some pictures out of him visiting the Bills. Odell visited the Bills. He's going to visit the Cowboys. What do you all think about that? I think there was like rumors he was going to visit the Packers too. I doubt he wants to go to the Packers though. I mean, they kind of are going the wrong way. But yeah, what are you all thinking of that? Me, I mean, it'd be cool for him to come back, but it doesn't really make sense logistically. It's like unless you think that Odell is going to be the number one receiver for like the next 2 or 3 years, which I don't. I mean, I think they believe a lot in Wandale. Um, they believe a lot in Wandale. They're probably going to draft a receiver in the first 2 rounds next year. So is Odell going to be the number one? Probably not. So then it looks like how much you're going to pay the guy, how long is the contract. Sterling Shepard is signed here next year pretty much for nothing. He's not going to hurt the cap at all pretty much. It is what it is there. So if he comes back, I'll be happy. If he doesn't come back, I'll understand why we didn't bring him back. Shout out to the Giants again with this legacy uniforms. Hopefully we can go 2-0 in these legacy uniforms. Looks like Chase Young. I couldn't tell if they were saying he's healthy or not, but it looks like he's not coming back today. Yeah, he might go to the Cowboys. It makes more sense for him to go to Dallas, to be honest with you. Like only way it makes sense for him to come here is just for sentimental value and just because he started here and he wants to come back. First stream I'm catching in a while. Last game was Thanksgiving, and before that I went in person. Yeah. Max, I actually didn't stream for Thanksgiving. So yeah. The Lions game I did stream. Big injury returns today. I think Aziz is coming back. I have not been able to make a video. Like the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been trying and I just keep having video ideas. I have like film that I already cut up to break down, and I just haven't been able to get out these videos. So I'm not as up as I usually am on like all the statuses of who's playing and who's not. But I'm pretty sure Aziz came back. I'm pretty sure Bellinger came back. Let's see. Myrick's in the huddle. I don't see Bellinger in the huddle, so not sure. Looks like they have Gates at left guard, Feliciano back in at center. Hopefully that solidifies that part of the line. Is that Bellinger that just ran across, or is that Myrick? That's Myrick. Hand off to Saquon. Saquon's going to pick up 3. First play of the game. 7-4 Giants versus the 7-5 Washington Commanders. This is crazy. Good to see that Evan Neal is back. But oh yeah, okay. Bellinger is healthy. I see him out there. Hodgins, Darius Slayton, Richie James, Bellinger, Saquon. 2nd and 7 here. Another handoff, play action. DJ's going to sidestep it, and he's going to take off and run, and he's going to get away. He should have definitely gone down for a sack right there, and he turned that into a first down. Nice run by DJ. 14-17 to go. Giants with their first down of the game. Nice play action, but that pressure came through, and DJ just kind of made something out of nothing there because that should have been a sack. Should have definitely been a sack. 1st and 10 here, 13:56. Toss to Saquon. Saquon's got a head of steam. He's going to bounce off of a guy, and he's going to get about 5 or 6 yards right there. Not much yardage after contact or not really making anybody miss there, but he definitely picked up about 5 or 6 yards there if I saw that right. We cannot lose this game today. Like, we cannot lose this game. We would be in 4th place in the NFC East. And this is ridiculous because at one point we were like 5 games ahead of this team. 2nd and 5 here. Back in the shotgun. Hand off to Saquon. DJ's keeping it, and he's going to fall forward for a first down, and he fumbled the ball. Fumbled the ball. That's going to be Washington football. They're going to have it in our territory. Well, there you go. That's Daniel Jones's first or second lost fumble this year, but it came at a bad time. We had some momentum. He's got to hold on to the ball there. He had one hand on the ball, and the other hand was kind of over the other hand, so he wasn't able to have 2 hands on the ball, and he wasn't able to recover it. So the Commanders will get the ball past midfield. I think that was Jonathan Allen that punched it out. What's going on, Asia? What's going on, Maximus Unlimited is in the chat. It's early. We turned it over at midfield, so I'm not going to panic. But you definitely don't want to see a turnover like that, especially when we were moving the ball. We were running it well. Hadn't thrown it yet, but we were definitely running the ball well. One thing about thermoses is they keep things hot, but they keep things hot so they can burn you. So I'll probably not take a sip for a while. 2nd and 5 for Washington. Taylor Heineke out there. Taylor Heineke is 5-1 this season. Ridiculous. 5-1. He took over for Carson Wentz, and Carson Wentz has not gotten his job back. 2nd and 5, just outside the 40. Not Carson Wentz. Taylor Heineke hits, who is that coming across? That is Brian Robinson Jr. coming across the field, and he picks up a first down. This defense needs a lot of help. They're missing Adoree Jackson. At least we got Fabian Moreau back, the former, was he a Washington football team guy or a Redskins guy? But anyway, used to be on the Washington team, Fabian Moreau. And hopefully he can step up and solidify that side of the field. Wide open guy, Curtis Samuel, I think that's Curtis Samuel. Bad throw by I couldn't tell who that was. But bad throw by Heineke, but nice catch by the receiver there. This is 3rd down here. They're going to run this right up the gut, and he's going to barely pick up this first down. And they're just keeping it going. That was a costly fumble by Daniel Jones, definitely. Adoree has to be the biggest loss. People have tried to say like Evan Neal, or it's between Adoree Jackson, Xavier McKinney, and Daniel Bellinger for me. Bellinger, for what he did in the run game fell off after Bellinger went out. So hopefully he can fix that today. Play action for Heineke. He's got decent protection. He's taking another shot, and he just overshot him there. Jahad Ward was laying on the ground. It looks like he did a good job to avoid hitting Heineke late. Oh, snap. Almost knocked over my tea. 17 points allowed off giveaways, 2nd fewest in the NFL. First of all, the Giants haven't given away the ball that much. And second of all, the defense has stood up in the red zone a bunch. So good job this year by Wink's defense. Commanders got one receiver in the game. I wouldn't do that against this defense. Nice misdirection there. Oh, my gosh. And that is Brian Robinson who got the edge and could have kept running. Probably could have easily ran that in for a touchdown. For some reason, his momentum, he let it carry him out of bounds. These misdirections against the Giants defense is just so awful to watch. They never are able to keep contained on the backside. I would be running that all day against them if I was another team. Commanders moving the ball pretty easily so far. First and goal inside the 7. Another misdirection pitch to Brian Robinson, who's going to get hit and pretty much stopped immediately in his tracks after a gain of 2. That was Jalen Smith who took him down there. 9:57 left in the first quarter. Daniel Jones turned over the ball around midfield. Definitely a costly turnover because it looks like they're knocking on the door. And the Giants' defense the last couple of weeks have not been as good in the red zone. Hopefully they can change it. Heineke is 2 for 3 so far. They've been running it pretty well. A lot of movement. Heineke's got time. He's going to hit the flats. You got to come up and make this tackle. They made the tackle, but they gave up too many yards for my taste. Too many yards for my taste. Heineke kind of, if he didn't hesitate there, they probably have a touchdown. 3rd and goal, though, this is where the Giants defense has a chance to stand up and make up for the fact their offense turned over the ball that first drive. 3rd and goal, the Giants crowd is on their feet in the end zone. Behind the end zone, I should say. Gibson in the backfield, so he's a receiver threat. Curtis Samuel. He's got space. Heineke's going to run. He's running left. He's making something happen, and he's going to throw it away. Nice stand on the goal line by the Giants defense. They gave up some yards. They gave up some first downs, but at least they stood up in the red zone. They'll kick a field goal. Decent coverage. Washington put all of their receivers pretty much on the same side. Samuel was really a threat underneath, but once Heineke got that far over to the left, there was nowhere for him. There was no way he was going to throw that across the field. So 21-yard attempt from the 3-yard line. Joey Sly is going to try to kick this field goal to put them up 3-0. Let's see if they can do it. Barely makes it. Barely made that field goal, but he made it. So Daniel Jones' fumble results in 3 points. I'm not panicking. We've been moving the ball pretty well that first drive, and a lot of times we've been moving the ball pretty well, but we got to turn it into points. Got to get some points out of it. Yeah, this is a huge game for Daniel Jones because, right now you were going back and forth with Dallas, and you had the chance to catch up with the Eagles for the first spot in the entire NFC, and you fall off to that. Dallas catches back up. You lose that second game to Dallas, and now you're about to get passed by the third team in the NFC East. So you got to stand up. You got to have a good game today. You got to have a good game today. I mean, you cannot afford to go out there and not have one of your better games of the season because the entire season's on the line here. Now, sure, you could win out. You could win, the next time you play Washington, which is in 2 weeks, which is their next game. But take advantage of it while you have it here. Do not let them pass you in record. They're 7-5. We're 7-4. Go to 8-4. Put them at 7-6. Put that distance between them. You go up a game and a half, 2 games on them. That makes it a lot harder, to go out there and it makes it a lot harder for them to catch us. We got 2 wild cards? We got 7 teams in the playoffs. So you can't afford that. You can't afford to lose this game. The Commanders can't afford to lose this game because they have a bye week next week. Yeah, you would think so. I mean, the Commanders can afford to lose this game because they literally play us next. The next game, we're going to be coming off of playing, I think, the Eagles. But the Commanders are going to be coming out of a bye week after they just played it. So they have the overwhelming advantage. Because we probably lose to the Eagles next week, being real with you from how we've been playing. So if we're looking at that at 7-6, and I hate to talk like this in the first quarter of this game, but just telling you where I'm kind of standing from. You look at 7-6 versus an 8-5 Washington team. If they're able to beat you because they have been preparing for you for the last 3 weeks in a row, then you go to 7-7, and they go to what, 9-5. That puts you 2 games back, and the best you can do at that point is 10-7, which might not be good enough. Exactly. Like they have a lot of time. They had last week, they have this week, this week coming up, and then they have the other week. So that's 3 weeks pretty much to study the same team. So they have the overwhelming advantage there. 1st and 10, handoff, pitch to Saquon. He's got a little space. He's going to pick up 2.5, 3 yards. He's been running a lot more decisive today, taking the yards that are there. At least we come away that run with 3 yards. David Mayo is still starting at linebacker for them. That stinks. That's ridiculous. 2nd and 7 here for the Giants. Back in the single back. DJ's just dropping back. He's got instant pressure, and he's going to get sacked. Feliciano should not be on the field, man. That was Deron Payne there. They're stacked in the middle of the line, but let's see what happened there. It looked like they just completely manhandled Feliciano. That was actually Glowinski. That was Glowinski. Sorry to Feliciano. That was Glowinski. Glowinski couldn't. He didn't give him. He didn't give him 2 seconds. So that puts you at 3rd and 16. They're pinning their ears back. Their strength of their defensive line is the weakness of our offensive line. So you got to leave in Saquon to block. They're sending a blitz. Saquon's reversing field. Daniel Jones is the lead blocker. Saquon is going to get 1 yard, and we're going to punt the ball. That was not a good offensive series. We picked up 3, lost about 8. And meanwhile, the Eagles are doing what the Eagles do, going up 7-0 on the Titans. That was a horrible drive. Really bad drive. All right, so we're going to be giving the Commanders the ball in really good field position. He's going to run up the sideline and almost get to the 40. Well, that time we threw a screen, which is pretty much all you can do. I mean, they've already shown us, the offensive line has shown us that they cannot protect in a regular drop back situation. Every single time we've done that today, there's been instant pressure. So they had to kind of try to throw a screen because that's the only way they were going to get anything done. This is going to be a game where I've complained about the coaching, the play calling on offense for a little bit, but so far I can't blame the coaching for this offensive line not blocking at all, because we've ran 2 or 3 straight drop backs. We ran 3. The first drop back, there was instant pressure, and Daniel Jones stepped up, ran for a first down. The second drop back, not sure what happened that time. And then the third drop back, Daniel Jones just got immediately sacked. So we have not been able to really throw the ball. We haven't been able to throw the ball at all. Let's see. Because if I can pull up Daniel Jones's stats, I'm pretty sure he's, 3 throws for a yard? Pretty sure he's 3 passes for a yard, or 2 passes for a yard, or something along those lines. Heineke is 3 for 5 for 20 yards. Daniel Jones is 1 for 1 for 1 yard. So yeah, he's only thrown it once. He dropped back, I think, 2 or 3 times though. It seems like the Giants, for some reason, I don't know what's different because we have the same personnel, minus Azudu and Bredesen. But for some reason, Glowinski has completely fallen off a cliff. He's been solid most of the year, but for some reason now he's fallen off a cliff. Um, we, for some reason, cannot run the offense. The offensive line on the interior has just gotten really bad. Now, yeah, Feliciano got hurt. Yes, Shane Lemieux for some reason ended up in the game, but those three guys in the interior have been just bad. Nick Gates has been he's been an upgrade there, but for some reason the two guards have been bad. And now when you put Feliciano at center again and you take Nick Gates away from his best position, you're really downgrading two positions, in my opinion. Heineke has never lost to the Giants. Play action, Heineke. He's got time. He's stepping up. And that is Jahan Dotson across the field on that crosser. Wide open. And that is Julian Love that was in coverage there. Heineke had forever to throw the ball, got hit as he threw, but he had a lot of time to step up, read the field, and make a nice throw. And so far, that's been the story of the game. We can't get to the quarterback. Brian Robinson, I think that is, up the middle, picking up 5, bullying our defensive line right down the middle. I just can never call our defensive linemen, our defensive tackles dominant when I continue to see guys run up the middle like that. If you have two guys that are supposed to command double teams on every snap, they got to be better. The linebackers definitely have to be better, much better, but the defensive tackles, I mean, you got both of them in there. You shouldn't be seeing guys gashing us up the middle. Same formation, another run. They're picking up yards still. And it looks like right there he might have picked up a first down. Looks like a first down. What's going on? I mean, the same old, same old. The Giants fumbling the bag. Giants started off 7-3, right? Something like that. 7-2, 7-3, 6-3. Whatever. The Giants started off much better than what they're looking like right now. Another run, and he's going to finally get hit behind the line. The thing is, they're already in field goal range again. After the offense has just completely let them down, the defense doesn't look that good either, but at least they've been able to at least hold them to 3 points so far. I'm just completely disgusted that the Commanders have the same amount of wins as us right now, and we got to get back to putting some distance between us and the Commanders. This is a crucial game, really crucial game. He's got forever to throw the ball, and he's going to pick up a first down. I mean, there is no pass rush. There's no pass rush. There's no pass rush. Is Aziz healthy? Let's see. Aziz is healthy. Aziz had to beat 2 guys, but the rest of these guys, they're just not getting through. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like these guys are more names. As far as the pass rush goes on an every down basis, this is a run right up the middle. Leonard Williams tackles him before he can get a first down, but that's 6 yards gashed right up the middle. And I don't expect this defense to be good missing Adoree Jackson because it just changes everything. They're going to be scared that they're going to throw the ball. It just changes everything. It's a snowball effect when you lose a player that's that good in the secondary because at any point they can pull up and throw the ball, and that keeps you a little bit more hesitant in the run game because you're worried about the pass game. The linebackers don't know what they're doing. McKinney isn't there anymore. You can't use McKinney as a weapon. It is what it is. Bad throw there by Heineke. This will put him on 3rd and 5. But you cannot expect this defense to hold up against anybody of any level. So this will be 3rd down. They pulled Dexter Lawrence out of the game. This is 3rd and 5. Aziz is there. Zimenez is there. Thibodeau's there. And a 1st down. McLaurin is going to break a tackle and he's going to waltz into the end zone. All day to throw the ball. Do you really expect those guys to cover Terry McLaurin? And the thing is, too, like, this is Terry McLaurin. The Eagles have, like, they might not have someone by himself as good as Terry McLaurin, but A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are on the Eagles. Who's going to cover them? And you got to make that tackle, too. Right now, 10-0. This is a vintage Giants. That was just a nice – Terry McLaurin, actually, that was a nice move. He kind of armbarred the dude and didn't let him wrap up. But it is what it is, people. I mean, this is like Tom Coughlin level collapse back in 2010s and 2000s. How we used to start off like 6-2 almost every year and just go just completely just yeah. We would start off 6-2 every year and just collapse and be fighting at the last couple of weeks of the season to try to get into the playoffs. Yeah, Aziz was almost there, but if Aziz is the only guy getting pressure, he can easily step up as he showed you. And that was a nice throw, a nice move by Heineke. He kind of stepped up and then he threw it kind of sideways. So it was a nice play, but that pass rush from Aziz is he's winning his matchup every time, but no one else is. So he's just able to move away from him. But the game isn't over, people. I mean, the Giants go and put 7 on the board. The game is back in, but this is inexcusable. Like, it's almost like they told them, like, we won too many games. Y'all need to take your foot off the coverage. Because I could understand being worse on defense because Adoree is out. But this offensive line has completely, like, dissipated. They've completely fallen off. Completely fallen off. No problem, Joseph. I mean, the only thing that keeps me sane in these Giants games is being able to have other people that are seeing the same thing, going through the same thing I'm going through. Because there's no reason that they should start off as dominant as they started off. And I know people love to say the Giants are just elite at finishing games. That means something. We were elite at finishing games, and we were also elite at keeping these games manageable for us to finish them at the end of the game. So they have completely fallen off. They're not doing the same things that they were doing. They're not making the same tackles. I don't care who you're playing against. These are all NFL players. Tackling is tackling. Discipline is discipline. Winning one-on-ones is winning one-on-ones. These players that we're playing against are not miles and leaps and bounds better than the players that we've played the last month of the season. They have been better, but they're not leaps and bounds better enough for guys to be like, this is a completely different team now. Because we're not able to even run our offense. Like, we're not able to run our offense. So they're going to kick this deep again. So let's see if we can finally get some protection to be able to run our offense. And that's the thing, like, with McLaurin going all the way, like, there's no way Moreau has a shot, and he just got to wrap up there, and he couldn't. It was a great first half of the season, but, you want to have a second half of the season like that. And the thing is, Unlimited, I would usually be as mad as you are about coming out and running over and over, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, what else can you do? All right, hit Saquon. I think that's Darius Slayton, actually. That's the only way we can run the offense is by running those kind of, bootlegs because we cannot drop back and throw the ball. Second and 2 here. 2 wide receivers in the game. Bellinger in the game. He's a lead blocker. Saquon is going to go behind him and he's going to pick up this first down. That fumble from Daniel Jones hurt us more than I want to admit. Shout out to Joe Smo for the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate that, Joe Smo. Thanks. I'm numb at this point. Hey, it is what it is, man. Like after so much time, that's all you can be is numb because it's the same thing every year. Just like ineptitude on offense. It's frustrating to watch. Another handoff, and we're going to get about 2 yards, 1.5. I'm really far behind. Man Ray, is the first quarter over for you yet? Because usually I'm about a play and a half behind the live stream. I mean, like the TV broadcast. But let me know. I don't think there's anything I could do to change it, but I don't know. Second and 8 here. Play action for Daniel Jones. He's going to have to make a move. He's going to take off and run, and he's going to keep running. He's got to protect the ball, and he's going to slide. And there's going to be a flag, and we're going to get 15 on top of that. This is literally our entire offense. Is running a bootleg, Daniel Jones stepping back behind that bootleg and running, or hitting the guy that's coming across the field. It's literally we have to run a Madden type offense where we only like run 2 or 3 plays, and we do that really well. This is literally our only hope. That's why it was so devastating for DJ to fumble that last play, because it's like that's our offense. We got to be able to run that without turning the ball over. So now we're in field goal range for the first time today. 2 backs in the backfield. Daniel Jones is going to hit this guy. That's Saquon. He's got to make one guy miss, and he's going to get a yard, and he's going to go out of bounds. Yes, like I said, it's just like Madden. I haven't played Madden since like Madden 20, Madden 21. I think I had Madden 21. But yeah, it's like the same thing. You just got to run the same 3 or 4 plays, run that to a T, because other than that, we can't just drop back and throw the ball. We can't block. Especially against this Washington team with their front is this good. You can't block those guys. You just can't. Not with Feliciano and Glowinski in there and Gates playing a position that's not his best position. Even though he loves playing guard, his best position is center by far. Doesn't give anything up at center. 5 wide. I don't know. The last Madden I played, it was like really run heavy. It was easy to run the ball. I don't know which one that was though, but they made it really easy to run the ball. I think you got to pay Saquon. I think they said they were trying to pay him like 12 or 13 million. Do that. If it's anything more, we can't afford it. I mean, the offense stinks. Saquon gets his yards and it still stinks. I would rather have a functional offense that could score consistently than to pay anybody. I don't care who's out there. If we can put up 30 points 4 times in a season, that would be great. But the offense stinks. So I mean, what's the point of paying anybody at this point? I mean, anybody can go out there and get us 22 points a game. Yeah, I haven't gotten Madden 23 because pretty much starts to look like the same game. I'm like, why would I get it? I've looked. I mean, because I love playing franchise in Madden, and I'm really waiting for them to really overhaul franchise mode to where it's actually worth playing. And they don't do it. They're just concerned about Ultimate Team. And I was an Ultimate Team OG and everything. I mean, as a kid, I had Ultimate Team and I was on there for real, but I can't. I'm Ultimate Teamed out. Yeah, Dex needs to get extended. Maybe Julian Love, Andrew Thomas definitely needs to get extended. Other than that, I mean, what do these guys really tell you? Like, I absolutely need to be back. Daniel Jones making some guys miss. That's crazy. I've never seen him do that. I don't know where he added that to his game. I don't know when he added that to his game. Daniel Jones looking like Walter Payton in the open field. 3rd and 5 right here. That was just dead from the start. It was dead from the start. First of all, Daniel Bellinger was holding whoever was coming off that edge, and it was no way we were going to block that up. No way we were going to block that up. This is literally the definition of doing it yourself. Like Daniel Jones literally has to do everything by running the ball because there's no way he's going to be able to throw the ball. And Gano's going to barely make this field goal. Oh my god. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a one-score game. The Giants offense responded. Daniel Jones responded. And I'm going to tweet something now that's probably going to make some people mad. But it's the truth. And I'm not a Daniel Jones stan, but he literally his only shot at winning this game is running every time. Like literally all he can do is run the ball. There's no way he can there is no way that he can operate in this offense. Like you cannot throw the ball because no one's gonna block. Like this is bad. This is like horrible. Yeah, I like Madden '07. I remember Sean Alexander in that game. That was a good game. 2K5, 2K8, definitely. NFL Street, yeah. NFL Street, NBA Street. I liked all of those games. Fight Night. That was kind of like a golden era of games where like there were so many features in those games that are not in games today, and they say like, oh, we can't add all that. We don't have it. We're not far enough. But we had those things in games in like 2002. Like a lot of the new things that they're bringing out in these Maddens and in these new 2Ks and stuff where they're like, oh well, this way you can have a manager, you can have this in the franchise or story mode. These things were in these older games, literally in like 2004. Like you used to be able to go to a scouting combine and actually do every single combine drill. You used to be able to actually do the drills in Madden, and now like for some reason they don't have the technology to do that. You're telling me that they can't do that? We can't have combine drills in Madden? Like that's really ridiculous to me. Man, yeah, Def Jam was definitely good. And it was another game. It was another game called Icon where all the rappers were fighting each other. Like they, it was a bunch of rappers, and I think it was 50 Cent's game, and it was a bunch of rappers in there that was fighting. It was called like Icon or something like that. All right, so Washington will get this ball back. They're up 10-3. This is the best division in NFL history. The NFC East never ceases to amaze you. Like literally, if you added Odell, if you added Devontae Adams, if you added every Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, if you gave all of them out there, we wouldn't be able to throw the ball. That's how bad this line is right now. And they're running this ball, and he's got space, and he's going to break the tackle. He's going to pick five. This dude is just falling forward every time. There's not a ton of space, but he's just falling forward, and it's just too easy. That's a nice catch by Traylon Burks right there against the Eagles. Hopefully the Titans can beat the Eagles. Not like we'll catch them, but hopefully the Titans can beat them just because they're already at 10 wins. Yeah, I want Landon Collins to have a good game. Have a good play. He should get sacked here. Come on. Finally, Justin Ellis makes a play for us. Finally. I'm like, he needs to get sacked there. Like, there's no reason this dude shouldn't be sacked. Justin Ellis, Leonard Williams took control of that pocket right there. Leonard Williams won. That freed up things for it. That was basically Leonard Williams' sack right there. Justin Ellis cleaned it up. Perfect. This will put them, the Commanders, in 3rd and 13. And the Giants defense has been horrible in 3rd and longs this last month and a half of the season. This is a screen. He's got blockers. He's breaking a tackle. He's breaking another tackle. And he's going to be literally a yard short of a first down. And you got to think they'll probably go for it. You think they'll go for it? I would watch out for the trick play, knowing Ron Rivera. I would watch out for a trick punt. Please, Richie James, hold on to the ball. Hold on to the ball, Richie. Hold on to the ball. Richie James is going to return this, and he's going to continue to maintain possession, and he's going to fair catch it. There you go. So the Giants will get the ball at the 19. Nice play by the defense. Nice stand by the defense. But we got to get better on 3rd and long. We got to get much better on 3rd and long. People are saying Deshaun Watson threw a pick. Happy about that. Love to see it. Houston is up on Cleveland. Love to see it. All right. Still not a Jones guy. Listen, I mean, whether you are, whether you aren't at this point, it really doesn't matter. I'm not sure if he'll be back or not, but I just can tell you one thing right now is He can't. No one, unless you're literally Patrick Mahomes, unless you're ready to have a track meet in the backfield every single play, and you're able to make 5 or 6 guys miss. He's not able to operate in this offense right now unless they can block better for him. And I really hope whoever's back there next year has some help in the interior because this line was not this bad at the beginning of the season. The Cleveland is in Houston today. Yeah, Cleveland is playing in Houston. Wake up, Kafka. I mean, if Kafka's got something under his sleeves to fix this offensive line, I'm happy to see it. And his answer to this line is pretty much what he's been doing: all these bootlegs, Daniel Jones having the chance to keep the ball, play action, read option, all of that stuff, RPO. He's getting creative, but all we really can do is that kind of stuff. We can't have those type of plays where we just drop back and throw the ball, which is really hampering our offense. Really hampering our offense, especially going against Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne. We've got 1 passing yard. DJ's throwing a play action. He's taking a shot. He's deep. Oh, boy. Darius Slayton. He's got to get 1 a game. He's got to get 1 a game. We throw the ball 1 time deep. And Slayton with another play. Darius Slayton has been absolutely money the last month of this season. What's going on, Heartstorm? What's good, Dig? Don't understand why they run DJ 3 times 1 game and 4 times. I think most of these decisions of DJ running the ball is up to him. Like the option is up to him. And obviously taking off and running from the pocket while he's throwing is up to him. They just ran it with Saquon, got lost 2 yards. Man. Like there is no running the ball with Saquon these days. Like it's just not happening. 2nd and 13. Giants lost a little bit of that momentum Darius Slayton gave us. Isaiah Hodgins running across. Another play action by Daniel Jones. He's going to hit Hodgins, who's going to get 5 yards. This will make this a 3rd down and more manageable than it was before. 3rd down and 7 probably. 3rd and 4. I'm glad Slayton is playing this well. Hopefully he can get paid somewhere. It probably won't be here, but hopefully he can get paid somewhere and be a good player somewhere because he's just had such a – I thought it'd be 3rd and 7. They corrected it from 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 7. So this is an obvious passing down. The Commanders' defensive linemen are going to pin their ears back. You see their line. No one's lined up over the center at all. DJ has a chance to take off and run. He's going to get this 1st down. He's going to go out of bounds. This is literally all Daniel Jones. All Daniel Jones. There's literally no other way to cut this. Because you got guys that are just instantly winning. Bellinger did a good job by blocking that guy while not holding him. Because Daniel Jones used to not be able to get these edges as quickly as he is, but he's doing it. This is all Daniel Jones. Isaiah Hodgins going into the slot, moving from left to right. Saquon is right up the middle, and he's going to score. That was way too easy. Way too easy, so it's a tie game. I saw in the chat, that's why I kind of didn't get too excited. It looks like you all really are a good play and a half ahead of me, 2 plays ahead of me. But this will be a 10-10 ball game, assuming we kick this extra point and make it. And this is what we got to do. We have got to keep blocking. Nice block by Nick Gates. He fell on that dude and sat on him. Nick Gates sat on that dude. Right up the middle. All right, 10-10 ball game. All right. I don't know about the Super Bowl, but hopefully we can win this game because I'm sick of seeing them lose. It's been 2 weeks in a row they lost, and that was the first 2 game losing streak we've had this year. So I don't want it to be a 3 game losing streak. We can keep this game close. We can get our confidence back and get to wrapping these games up. I knew I would make people mad by tweeting that tweet out about Daniel Jones, but I mean, it is what it is. When you have a guy that's like, he literally is dropping back and getting instant pressured. So at that point, like, all you can do is either take off and run with it or throw it short. Or if you got a guy that's open as soon as the play starts, then you can throw it deep like he did that time. But most of the time, he hasn't even had that much time. But it is what it is. Let me see if I can turn off my Sunday ticket and try to see if this will catch me up. See if this will, speed me up so I'm caught up. Or caught up at least a little bit because it seems like I'm 2 plays behind. Saquon just like accelerated right through that hole, no issues. 5 plays, 81 yards. Obviously, Darius Slayton made that play. All right. Giants will kick this off. Kind of like a squib kick. Interesting kick. Luckily, that didn't go out of bounds. I don't know what's going on here on NFL.com. Okay, looks like I'm about 40 seconds to 30 seconds behind. Yeah, probably about 30 seconds behind the NFL.com play by play. So 1 yard carry by I don't know who that is. I don't think there's any reason to think that we would get obliterated because the Buccaneers have really bad coaching right now. Like they are not really playing good football at all. Time of possession is pretty much even though. 2nd and 9 for the Commanders. 2nd and 9. This is one of their few times that they haven't gotten a chunk their first play of the game. 3, 2, 1. Play action. Heineke's got time. He's looking right down the middle, and that's an easy catch by McLaurin. He had 2 guys around him, but no one really contested that catch. Yeah, that's just 2 man deep, man coverage. Just a nice catch. The Bucks will definitely make the playoffs, but I mean that's not saying much in their division. Yeah, McLaurin is a beast. 3 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown already. Let's see if this Giants pass rush can pick it up. McLaurin, man, McLaurin. Like Terry McLaurin is the definition of like what an elite receiver does with anybody he plays with. Like this dude makes plays with everybody. Like he makes plays with literally everybody. whoever. I don't know how many quarterbacks this dude has played with in his young career, but probably at least five. And he makes plays with all of them. So this is 2nd and 1 here. They're going to just hand this off to their power back, and he's going to pick up 2. I mean, you can't expect this secondary to hold up against guys like McLaurin because they're literally none of these guys were here day one. I'm pretty sure. Maybe Moreau was here, maybe, but it's not like any of these guys you think are going to be starters. Highest percentage of quarterbacks, Pat missed it. Anyway, they're out in the pistol. Play action. Heineke's got time. He's going to hit this guy underneath, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Nice play by Julian Love. Said money. Let's see what happens this next play. You're putting money signs. Let's make some money here. Make some money. Second and 11. Five minutes in the second quarter left. Underneath, Aziz in the open field. You got to make that tackle, man. Got to make that tackle. Come on now. I mean, I know you're a defensive end, so you don't make those tackles, and you haven't played in 8 weeks or however long, but you got to make that tackle, man. Aziz right now plays better, is a much better pass rusher than Kayvon, but it just looks like you can tell the difference, like from what they'll end up being. It looks like Aziz is a number 2 guy. And that ball was behind him. 3rd and 7, and there's a flag. Of course. Let's see what happened. If there was actually holding, there probably was, but let's just see it. I mean, that's what happens when you leave these guys one-on-one in coverage against these elite receivers. He's holding them. He's not a guy that can cover them, man. I don't understand why Wink is so dead set on playing this man coverage when he's clearly outmanned. He's outmanned. You don't have the personnel to guard Terry McLaurin one-on-one in these 3rd and long scenarios. You don't have the personnel. You got to make this tackle, man. Gibson picks up 5. They're knocking on the door again. 2nd and 5. No, that was definitely a penalty, fair and square. He grabbed him up a bunch of times, didn't let him get off his break, grabbed his jersey. He was definitely holding. 2nd and 4. Draw play, and he's going to still pick up this first down. That's really, you hate to see that. The dude is stumbling, and you let him get his balance back and pick up a first down. Like, that's what I'm saying. He's stumbling around, and you still let him pick up a first. And the Commanders have run, what, now 5 minutes off this clock on this drive. And this is where it starts. Defense has got this set of downs, first down right here. This set of downs, they got to get off the field because this is how they end up, being on the field forever. Hand off to Gibson. Leonard Williams hits him in the backfield. You got to keep contained. There should be no reason this dude got anywhere close back to the line of scrimmage. You got 4 people around him. You let him get within a yard of the line of scrimmage again. Like at the beginning of the season, Daniel Jones was chilling in the pocket. He had forever to throw the ball. Oh my gosh. Heineke held on that ball forever before he got hit, and he should have been able to do something with that. He ran around the entire corner. He ran past. He was unblocked, and he hesitated. Why did he hesitate? Why did he hesitate right there? He got unblocked and he just stood there. 3rd and 10 here. You're in man coverage again. Moreau one-on-one with McLaurin. Flat one-on-one. Top of your screen with Dotson. They're sending a blitz. He's going to let it fly. And another. If Wink does not get out of this man coverage on 3rd and long, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. Why do you have this guy one-on-one with Terry McLaurin and over and over? Either way, they should not be in. Like, I'm glad they picked up that flag. And that's right down the middle for them. They're going to go up 13-10. Like, watching Darnay get torched in man coverage against CD. Yeah, I have no idea why Wink continues to play this man coverage on 3rd and long. It worked in the beginning of the season, but we weren't playing against. We weren't playing against good receivers at all, and we had Adoree Jackson at that point. But even with Adoree, I don't think we could get away with man coverage against these teams with like really good receivers. Giants are going to have said Tony Stark. That's the thing. Don't spoil a 3-year-old 4-year-old movie. The Vikings game. Yeah, we do play the Vikings. Yeah, there. Adoree will be back for that game, but he's not going to cover Justin Jefferson. You do that against Justin Jefferson, you're giving up a touchdown like 2 or 3 times a game. Brightwell's going to return this for the first time. Let's just hope he can get back to the 25 and he gets back to the 24 and a half. I'll accept it. Daniel Jones and Saquon have been. I don't know about Saquon as much the most of the game, but most of the game has been Daniel Jones. Saquon with that nice run to get into the end zone, definitely. Darius Slayton with a nice catch. Andrew Thomas and Evan Neal doing their thing. But interior of the offensive line is kind of been subpar. Back in this single back, handoff to Saquon. He's got space. He's got to get a block. He's going to get a first down. That had to be a first down right there. You got to put the ball across the first down marker, man. What are you doing? You're right there. You can see the first down marker. Just put the ball across, just like that. The Giants got to stay undefeated in these uniforms. 2-minute warning. They won't run another play. I could have sworn if you get out of bounds, maybe that's inside 2 minutes in the second quarter, but I could have sworn it was inside 5 minutes, but I'm probably tripping. Wink out here, he's saying Wink Martindale is saying that McLaurin is on Fabian Island. Fabian Island. That's a spoiler, man. I did not know that. That's a spoiler. I didn't get to see the movie yet. We need to get our rookie tight end going. I just want to put some points on the board. I don't care who does it. I don't care if it's Bellinger. I don't care if it's Daniel Jones. I don't care if Tyrod Taylor comes in and catches the pass. We just got to beat Washington. Like, I cannot stand to lose another division game. He said everyone. Yep, Tyrod is from Virginia. I'm from DC. But Tyrod is from like way out in Virginia. I don't far from where I'm from. I'm close to Northern Virginia. I was close to North before I moved from DC, but Tyrod is from like a different type of Virginia from where I'm from. I'm from. He's from Hampton. There he's from. Yeah, Hampton is like hours away from DC. Oh no, you definitely didn't ruin Star Wars. Yeah, I was joking. Hand off to Saquon. Saquon's got space. You got to stay on your feet, man. That is not excusable. Oh yeah, Newport News. That's close. I think that's pretty close to Hampton. He's gonna hit Saquon. Saquon's got space. He's gonna pick up a first down. You better pick it up. He started running towards out of bounds instead of pick up that first, man. Yeah, that's what I thought. Newport News is pretty close. Virginia Beach, Hampton. Why is AJ Brown that wide open, man? What's going on? The Titans are playing the Eagles close. Giants and Commanders both at 162 yards. End of the day, these two teams are pretty similar in talent level. Draw play to Saquon. Saquon is good into the outside. He's going up the field. I mean, no one was checking for Saquon on that play. That's the first time all season. Yeah, Allen Iverson is from Virginia. That got Saquon up to 63 yards. Ran into A.J. Brown and fell down. Shotgun. Another draw play. Saquon is getting to the outside, and we're losing yards, and he didn't even get out of bounds. There was no reason to run another draw play. There was no reason to run another draw play. Come on now. That was a waste right there. That was not catching him off guard. That wasn't doing anything like that. Just lost 5 yards pretty much. Another throw to Breida right there. Come on now. We did not need to run that draw play. I feel like the Giants kind of just do whatever comes to mind in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, Vic is from there too. AI, Vic, Tyrod Taylor. It's a couple of other people too. I forgot though. 3rd and 10. They're going to have to drop back and throw this. DJ's got protection. He's hitting the guy who's going to hesitate, and he's going to break a tackle. He's going to pick up a first down. Let's go. Timeout, 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 timeout. All right. That's a nice play out of Hodgins. Scares your dogs, my bad. Oh, you said you scared your dogs, not me. You scared your dogs. Yeah, I was going to lose it if we didn't call a timeout there, though. That's a game-changing play from Hodgins. That's above the X's and O's. All right, 1st and 10 from the 20, 30 seconds left. DJ's taking off with this, and he's going nowhere, picking up 2.5. They call another timeout. The Giants will have 1 left, 26 seconds left. 2nd down and 7. So that first draw play to Saquon, I think was a really nice play. To call that once again, I mean, if it works, you say it's a good play call. If it doesn't, you say it's a stupid play call. But 2nd and 7, we need to be throwing the ball. We need to be throwing it towards the sidelines or to the end zone, but we need to be throwing the ball here. I'm pretty sure Daniel Jones has gotten like his career high in rushing yards, definitely in attempts. DJ's got time here. He's going to hit Richie James, and Richie James is going to pick up a first down. No, that's a bad spot. That's a first down. That was a first down. That was literally a first down. That was a first down. Horrible spot, man. That was a first down. That was clearly a first down. Like, that is inexcusable at this point, man. That was a first down. There's no way you call that a third down. And there's no challenge with no timeouts. You can't challenge it. That was a first down. No, that stinks. No timeouts left. You pretty much have to take a shot at the end zone, or yeah, that's pretty much all you can do at this point. Take a shot at the end zone. DJ holds on to it. He's going to pick up a first down. Now it starts. You got to clock this. You got to clock this. You got to clock this. You got to clock it. Clock it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Wasted. Time wasted. Wasted. Horrible management. Horrible spot. Why? Why? Why did they all fist pump? You didn't gain anything. You might as well have just thrown the ball into the end zone. Like, did they want to center it or something? Because picking up the first down right there, and they'll tie at 13 all. But picking up the first down right there literally did nothing for us. It made no sense. It made no sense. That's what I'm saying. We should have took a shot at the end zone. If we were going to just kick a field goal after we pick up the first down, I mean, you would think that we would just does that make sense to people? If we were going to kick a field goal after we got the first down, why didn't we just throw the ball on third down? Take a shot at the end zone and then go for it. It's probably because they don't want him throwing the ball. But that stinks. Like, why are they fist bump like that was the plan? Like, I don't get what the point of $2 billion is trending. I wonder. I guess that's the new jackpot or something. What was the point of picking of running to pick up the first down if you were going to kick the field goal once you picked it up? That don't make sense to me. It feels like if it's third down, you just throw the ball. Like, if it's third down and you say, like, we're going to kick a field goal, you throw the ball on third down, see if you can get into the end zone. If you can't, then you come out and kick a field goal. But I guess they didn't want to risk a sack. They didn't want to risk anything. But I just feel like you might as well just kick the field goal on third down then. Because at least that way, if you, like, bobble the snap or something, you can kick another field goal. Why not kick the field goal on third down in case the snap gets bobbled? Justin Fields is just taking off on these dudes every week. But 13-13 is good compared to how we started this game off. And I have not updated the scoreboard for either of these teams that got to 13. I used to always have somebody in the chat like in all caps saying scoreboard, update the scoreboard, and they would always be in all caps with exclamation points. Oh, I know this dude's gonna fumble the ball. Oh, Donovan Peoples Jones. Oh, he didn't fumble it. He just returned it. Donovan Peoples Jones is a punt returner. Okay. Yeah, and that's right, Unlimited. I mean, that's exactly where I would go to. A Dorian punt return. Just overall some questionable play calls. And then you got Saquon 30 times. Dang, Lamar's in the locker room. Looks like Lamar's hurt. But yeah, running Saquon that many times was just uncalled for in my opinion. Like I think it really slowed him down for a couple of weeks. I didn't see the burst that I see right now the last 2 weeks. Did we really need to run Saquon 20, 30 times? But tied while losing the penalty and turnover battle is a positive. Yeah, I think so too. I think we're in a good spot, and I think we get this ball out of the half. Hopefully, we can do what we did in the first part of the season, which is score at the beginning of the third quarter. Only one punt, I think. Yeah. All right. Let's see. You said Houston. Houston is losing 7-5. Wow, they're keeping it close though. Um, Philly is up 14-10 on Tennessee. You said Tennessee is about to score. Let's see where they are on the field. I love to prey on the Eagles' downfall, especially when they're good like this. I've never seen. Well, they've been this good before, but this year, like their record is really good, 10-1. Looks like Tennessee kicked the field goal. Yeah. Well, there you go. They kicked the field goal. Minnesota up 17-3 on the Jets. I decided to start Daniel Jones over Kirk Cousins this week. Looks like I made a bad decision. I, for some reason, just felt like Daniel Jones was going to have a good week because he was going against the Commanders pretty much. But Kirk Cousins is 12 for 20 for 87 yards. Daniel Jones is pretty much about the same. And he's got a lot of rushing yards. Started Saquon. He's got that touchdown and about 60 rushing yards. Or maybe 50 now because he lost those yards in that one carry. Let's see what else is going on. Jacksonville is down on Detroit 20-6. Detroit really has turned the corner. I mean, they're coming out and pretty much obliterating everybody. Who's number 17 for the USFL? Dude looks like Deebo Samuel. Yeah, Detroit is destroying the Jaguars. It looks like 20-6 in the first half. Jared Goff, 18 for 23 for 204 yards and a touchdown. Jamal Williams, 28 yards and a touchdown. DJ Chark at 78 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 56 and a touchdown. Yeah, they're doing their thing. Green Bay down to Chicago 16-10. Green Bay is falling off. Hopefully they don't win their division. Hopefully it's Green Bay is 4-8. Oh well, they're definitely not going to win the division. I forgot the Vikings are up there, but Green Bay is in a bad situation. They stink. Baltimore down 6-3. I would have bet everything that Baltimore would win this game, but it looks like Lamar Jackson is out. And then you got Pittsburgh up 16-6 on Atlanta. So that's everybody's score right now. Nothing has changed since I started. Lamar did get hurt. He went to the locker room. I don't know if that's an official report where someone said Lamar's ACL is done, but I know he's out. I know he's in the locker room, so we'll see. If Dable is able to win, how many games do we have left? I have no idea. But if he's able to win more games than not, he's probably still going to win it just because nobody expected the Giants to be as good as they were at the beginning of the season. And if he can finish the season almost as good as he did at the beginning, he'll probably still win it. But Ron Rivera might be in the running for it too if he's able to finish the season strong. You also got the Jets, but they've been having a lot of issues. So Saleh probably doesn't win it, but maybe Vikings coach wins it. Maybe it is. Maybe it's Sirianni. But Dable was overwhelmingly the guy at the top of the list at first, but now it's a lot closer. I still think he has a shot, but I think it's a lot closer. I don't get into them type of questions unlimited. I've never answered those questions. We need the Rams, Bucks, and the Colts to win. Let's see. Rams, Bucks, and the Colts. Who do they play? Rams beat the Seahawks. Yeah, we do need that, but they got a backup quarterback, and everybody on that team is hurt. Aaron Donald's out. They're not going to beat the Seahawks. Colts, they play Dallas. Same thing. They're not beating Dallas, but they've been competitive, so that's possible. And then you said Rams, Colts, and the Bucks. So the Bucks are playing New Orleans. I don't think New Orleans is or maybe they hold some kind of tiebreaker or something. I don't know, but I don't think you're saying like we need to beat New Orleans in the playoffs or anything. I don't think they're a playoff contender. Let's see. You would think we also need the Dolphins to win because they're playing against the 49ers. 49ers are 7-4. Seahawks are 6-5. You probably don't want their records being too close to ours. So yeah, probably need the 49ers to lose too. See what's going on Twitter. Good point. Somebody said they think that they thought that Daniel Jones might score on that option. So that's possible. That's possible at the end of that half. That's possible. They thought he would score. Or they thought he could score. That's possible. At least we tied it up. It was just strange to me how they ran that, but at least we tied it up. Let's see what else is here on Twitter. maybe the makeup call for them missing that defensive pass interference that Fabian Moreau committed was was them not giving us the first down there when we clearly had the first down. So that puts that Isaiah Hodgins first down in a lot less importance because we would have got the field goal either way. I think they're coming out of the half now. Looks like they're coming out. Pretty sure the Giants get the ball out of this half. I'm just so happy that that Commanders fans are like complaining about that defensive pass interference flag getting picked up because that's how we feel literally every week. Like horrible calls, and they just get to just like that just feels great to see a division rival going through that. How's Washington looking? I mean, they look about as good as we do. Missed opportunities, but I mean they've been able to they've been able to more often than not. I thought we had the ball first. Yeah, we had the ball first. So yeah, they're getting out at half. But yeah, I mean I don't know if Washington is going to win this game. I would just ride with what you started off with though. I would ride with what you started off with because if Washington does win, it'll be by more than 1.5. It looks like if they win, it'll be by 3 or 7. The funny thing is, not only are you all ahead of the Sunday ticket stream, you also are ahead of NFL.com. And they hand this off to Curtis Samuel. He's going to pick up 3.5, 4 yards right there. And now I'm out of tea. Brian Dable's goal coming out of the half is stopping the opening drive in the second half. I guess that's a good goal. Yeah, we have allowed a drive coming out of the half every single drive this last 6 weeks. Sam Cosme got a little shaken up right there. Good prospect coming out of I think he came out of Texas a couple of years ago. Hopefully he's okay. 2nd and 8. False start on the Washington team, but whatever. Dexter Lawrence completely just, I mean, destroyed that play, but he should have had a sack. Should have had a sack right there, but he couldn't wrap Heineke up. Heineke just completely had to let it fly. But Lawrence completely collapsed that pocket. And this is the first time I think they've lined up Dex at that nose tackle spot. I think that's the first time they lined him up there today. And he's back there again, 3rd and 8. Giants crowding the line. You know it's man coverage, 3rd and 8 here. Pass rush came through. That's a fumble. We got the ball. Let's go. Fall on the ball. Secure it. Secure it. Secure it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know who forced that fumble, if it was Aziz or if it was Tibbs. I kind of blacked out for a second because I was so surprised that it happened. But that looks like a fumble. I couldn't tell if it was going forward or not, but it looks like a fumble. I think that was Aziz. I think that was Aziz. And Aziz has been close a bunch of times today. They tried to block him with the tight end. That was the issue. Tried to block him with the tight end. That looks like a fumble. It looks like a fumble, and Zimenez almost fumbled the bag. Aziz went and picked it up. Empty hand coming forward. That's a big play. Big play by Aziz. That's a big play. All right, so the Giants will get the ball at the 20-yard line. Saquon for 2. So now we're at 0-0 as far as the turnover game is. We're at 0-0. Second and 8 for the Giants. We got to get 7 here. Like, let's not waste this. Let's not waste this. And they're deep in their territory. Bellinger in motion. Back in the shotgun. DJ's got time. He's going to hit Bellinger. Bellinger's going to pick up 4. This will make this 3rd and manageable. DJ has never thrown a fade route in the end zone. Never. That's not his game. He just can't throw it out. It just doesn't work out. That's why Galladay is sitting on the bench right now, or sick, or whatever he's doing. That's why he doesn't play. And that's the same thing that happened with Kyle Rudolph. He's not able to do that. 3rd and 4, deep in their own territory. Saquon in the backfield. DJ's got the ball. He's taking off to run. It doesn't look good for him, but he's going to get it. He's going to get down to the 6-yard line. Nice play by DJ, being patient, looking like a running back. He's gotten better as a runner. It's like he's gotten better as a runner. He's more decisive. He knows when his blocks are good, when to hit it, when to make guys miss, how to read his blocks. He looks better. That's a nice play, man. I got to give him his props. That was a nice cut. Back in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers right, Bellinger to the right, Saquon to his right. Hand off to Saquon. Saquon's got space, and he's going nowhere. All right, 2nd and goal. Richie James in motion here. It just stinks that Wan'Dale Robinson is gone. Play action. DJ's got time. He's got to hit him. Hodgins, touchdown. Let's go. You love to see Isaiah Hodgins say he's a boy. He's a boy. He's a boy. I'm telling y'all, I keep getting spoiled and stuff, but I've been switching between tabs and stuff, so I keep getting spoiled. But shout out to Hodgins, man. Shout out to Hodgins. That was a nice route. And that's what I like. They don't really have the corners that should be shutting us down. I'd rather it be whoever's catching it for us. I mean, I'll take it. And the Giants are going to go up 20-13. This has got to be the first time we scored 20 points in the 3rd quarter in a long time. I can't remember. I mean, it's probably happened this season. Not saying it hasn't, but this has to be one of the first times I can remember in recent memory that we've gotten to 20 early on in the third quarter. Yeah, Galladay is not running a route like that. That's not his game at all. You wouldn't even send Galladay on a whip route. The dude is just honestly too big to be running a whip route. All out of T. Galladay watching from the crib. Yeah. Yeah, Galladay was out with an illness. I think Hodgins was a good pickup. I'd like to see him back here. I mean, like, if he can be your fourth, fifth receiver next year, that'd be solid, man. That way, if a guy gets hurt, you got somebody in there that can actually do something. That can actually make plays. Man, Kenny Galladay has had a crazy last 2 years. I know the Washington Commanders fans are just sitting up like, we should have gotten that penalty on Terry McLaurin. Shout out to Aziz, man. Shout out to Aziz making that play. This is what we've been missing. We've been missing that guy on the edge, and Aziz is doing it. Thibodeau disappears a lot because he's a young guy, but DJ got 100 yards rushing about 4 weeks ago. Definitely about 4 years ago. He got, not 4 years ago, 4 weeks ago. Did I say 4 years ago the first time too? But 4 weeks ago, about that far is when he got 100 yards rushing, I'm pretty sure. Daniel Jones, game log. Let's see. 107 yards against Jacksonville. 107 in the touchdown. 200 yards and a touchdown against Jacksonville. So if DJ gets to 100, this will be his second time this season getting to 100. I just want DJ to get like an 80-yard touchdown. That's what I want. Because he should have had one and he just stumbled all over the place. Yeah, but you also got to put that into context. Oh, he's stupid. He's stupid. He's stupid. He's stupid. Oh man, that dude is stupid. Nice kick by Gano. And he did pretty much everything right that we wanted him to do, but give up a safety. Oh man, that was literally everything that we could have wanted him to do, but give up a safety. All right. They're going to turn around and hand this off. We got to stand up. We got to stand up, man. The first line, the defensive tackles did their job. They did their job, but the linebackers did not fill in those gaps. So instead of that being basically a stand or giving up no yards, we give up 5. Galladay's first catch of the year in the cold. Yeah, the dude has like 2 or 3 catches the whole season. That's really sad, man. I mean, even a worse season than he did last year. Who would have expected that? Wide open, man. Like, got him down at the 22. I mean, these linebackers, man. You see McFadden like behind him. Ran himself out of the play. I just don't have any ill will towards Galladay because when he first got here, he wasn't used how he was supposed to be used. And these days, like at this point, his confidence is shot. Like he doesn't even know. Like his confidence is shot at this point. It's he got a raw deal here. That was holding first of all, but I can't complain. Whatever. Hodgins is 6'4". Yeah, except Daniel Jones doesn't really use big body targets. Like he doesn't give them opportunities in the air. Second and 5 here. They picked up 2 first downs, or 1 first down, but a long run. Another run right up the gut, and he's down a yard short. That'll be Antonio Gibson. A shot for the Giants defense. I always feel better on 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2 than I do on 3rd and long. It would be great to see Galladay have a good game. I mean, everybody would love that, but I just think it's just his confidence is gone at this point. Anytime you throw him the ball, he's going to overthink it. He's probably going to drop it. It's just he's too far gone. He doesn't have any shot at reviving his career as a Giant. He's got to do it somewhere else if he's going to be able to do it at all. 3rd and 1, they're going to hand this off, and he is going to get the first down barely, like by this much. But he got it. And they're running up the middle, and the defensive line is doing their job for the most part, but the linebackers they're not filling in. 1st and 10, you got to think this will be a play action shot, or maybe another run. Another run. Brian Robinson, he's going to get a yard, and he's going to go nowhere else. And it looks like he's hurt. Guess not. Maybe his hand is hurt. I don't know. I can't tell. Chase Young on the sideline. And this is why this is so important. Chase Young is going to be back probably. I mean, you got to win this game. Curtis Samuel back in at running back. 2nd and 8. Looks like a false start. This will make this 2nd and 13. A lot of times I forget that Logan Thomas is on their team. He used to be a lot more impactful. I don't want to speak life into that dude, but yeah. Second and 13. Heineke and the shotgun. That makes me so mad because I literally see this man throw the ball and they hit the slot receiver. Julian Love broke on the slot receiver instead of breaking on Terry McLaurin. Like, what are you doing? How did the Giants score? Aziz forced the fumble, and Daniel Jones hit Isaiah Hodgins on a whip route in the red zone. Why are you throwing Gibson further down the field? But yeah, Daniel Jones hit Isaiah Hodgins on a whip route going outside. So that's how we got the 20. The Giants kicked this off, and the special teams did their job. They had the Commanders starting off at the 3-yard line after a really nice kind of coffin corner, but keeping it in bounds kick by Gano. But The defense is completely collapsing. They've allowed them to go all the way down the field with a couple of big runs. They haven't gotten across midfield yet, but it's just like just horrible tackling. Curtis Samuel with a nice run and just made about 3 or 4 guys miss for a first down. And there's a flag. It looks like it's against them. But they got to tackle, man. You got it. You can't win these games without tackling. What did they call this? Holding. Okay. Logan Thomas looks really surprised. Let's see. Let's see if there's holding here. That's not a penalty, but I'll take it. That was not a penalty. That was a horrible call from the referees. Hopefully it kills their drives. Hopefully it kills their drive right here. 2nd and 16 again for Washington. Put them back 10 yards. 4-3. Heineke's going to snap it. Heineke's got all day and another fumble. The ball is 15 feet in the air, but they got it back. I don't know who forced that fumble. That looked like maybe it was Jihad Ward. Jihad Ward rushing the passer. Okay. That is a fumble, first of all. That's a fumble, but whatever. 3rd and 21. Okay, they called it a fumble. 3rd and 21. They're throwing a screen. They're going to make us tackle. And the defense stands up. All right. 4th down, the Giants will get this ball back. If the Giants are able to score on this drive, put the ball in the end zone, I think that wraps this game up. This is the most in control of a game I felt for a while. We got to put the ball in the end zone here. We got to put the ball in the end zone here. Tress Way kicking it off. He's been their punter for a while now. Good punter, too. 4, 3. They're going to punt this. He's going to try to pin us deep. Got to make this catch. Giants will start at the 15. Yeah, I mean, Ojulari is just the better player right now. And I think I was going to say this earlier. Ojulari, people say like Ojulari outshined Thibodeau as a rookie. I feel like Ojulari. I feel like Thibodeau is a better rookie from a play to play kind of snap to snap kind of thing than Ojulari was, because you look at the sacks. Aziz got what, like 4 or 5 sacks of his 6 sacks in the beginning of the season, and he went like 11 weeks without a sack. And when he wasn't getting a sack, he was literally nowhere to be found. So he's gotten much better as a pass rusher on a down-to-down basis, but I don't think he was as disruptive as his sacks would say. But I do think they'll both be good players. I think Thibodeau might be the better player when it's all said and done, but hopefully, Aziz continues to go up and become a better player, and we have 2 guys. Because right now, as I said, Ojulari is the better pass rusher. There's no doubt about it. Like when you see both of them out there, Ojulari is the better guy. Something in my eye. All right. Now I'm looking to coming out of this timeout. They said Lamar Jackson won't return the rest of this game. Yeah, Bellinger's got a visor now. But yeah, I'm looking for us to take a shot right here. We haven't taken a shot since that second quarter, and I want us to take another shot. I mean, it doesn't have to get completed. It doesn't have to just be a blind shot, but I want to see us take one. I want to see one at least dialed up. All right, first and 10, 3:30 in the third quarter. This is the perfect time to put this game away. Bellinger in motion. This is going to be a run 100%. DJ's got time. He's got time. Bellinger in the open field. He's going to make a guy miss. He's going to pick up 8. I think that's Bellinger's first touch today. First or second. Maybe he caught one before. Giants' last 4 drives have been field goal, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. Time to put another touchdown on the board. Second and 2. Daniel Jones 13 for 14, 116 yards and a touchdown. Second and 2. This will be a handoff to Saquon. Saquon makes a heck of a move and was almost able to pick up that first down, but nice play from the defensive tackle, Deron Payne, to take him down after picking up about a half a yard. This will be third and 2. I'm thinking this will be a play where they'll probably run some kind of a bootleg, give Daniel Jones the option to hit that guy, run, or hit a guy down the field. Let's see. Third and 2. The Giants have been 4 for 6 on third down so far. Giants in the shotgun on a third and short too. Daniel Jones makes a guy miss and comes a half a yard short, but I love the 1-2 from Daniel Jones to almost pick that up. I mean, you never used to see this guy being this agile in the open field, but made that guy miss, but still short. This is exactly, and I called what we probably will run, but we didn't. We went ahead and ran it, so they saw it coming. We need a very good punt from our punter right here. Need a real good punt here. Got a good punt. You just got to make the tackle. Special teams has been solid today. 56-yard punt when you count the return yards and everything. So the Giants go 3 and out. That stunk. I mean, that was a chance to put the game away, but now we got to put it back in the defense's hands. They're forced a turnover. Had a couple of nice sacks. Another forced fumble by Jahad Ward, but we'll see. We got to take it back over. I mean, we're in control of the game right now, but that would have really, locked things up. Game of inches. I mean, Saquon made a good move, but they just swarmed to the ball, got him down. And the same thing with Daniel Jones. He made another good move. They swarmed to it, got it down. I can't really be mad at the play calls. Can't really be mad at the execution. Just really good execution on defense to swarm to the ball by the Commanders. See what the people are saying. But that was the window to put away the game, and the Giants have never been able to. That's been the difference between the between being a good team, being a decent team, and being a bad team. The Giants have not been able to put their foot on the gas and you know make that play to put away the game. They have not been able to do that for years. For years, they haven't been able to do that. You're up by a possession. You have the opportunity to get the ball, go down the field. Even if you put up three, you go by two possessions. You're going into the fourth quarter. If you go by seven, it makes it very difficult. But at this point, you're putting it back in the hands of the defense, and they have a shot to go and tie this game. And the defense has played well. You can't expect them, to be a dominant team when they don't have dominant personnel, when they got so many injuries. Thibodeau and I think Jahad Ward, Thibodeau and Aziz right there. Heineke has got forever, and he's going to take off and run with it and pick up 7.5, 8 yards. They completely collapsed down on that run, and Heineke had forever to throw the ball. Second and 10. The defense has been doing a lot of bend but don't break. Man, like the offense, that was their shot, man. That was the offensive shot to put it away. Another handoff to Brian Robinson, who's going to pick up another first down. And it looks like Leonard Williams is going off to the locker room or something, or stretching out on the sideline. He's on the training table. I don't think Washington will run a play right here, or they will. Handoff. Thank you, Julian Love. That's how your linebackers are supposed to play that run to the edge, and they never do it. Like Julian Love, like if he doesn't make that tackle, man, like that's what our linebackers have been doing all season, missing out on them tackles. Leonard Williams is out with a neck injury. His return is questionable. But this team, this offense can just never, they can just never just go up by two scores and just put a team down. Like perfect position to get that ball with all the momentum and just put a team down. Like make them go away. And that's my point. Like our secondary is playing yeah, exactly. Against the Eagles, I don't expect that game unless our offense is able to just all of a sudden do something. I don't expect that game to be close because our defense, we don't have the dogs to cover their receivers. We just don't have the people. And we haven't shown that we can stop the run. So how are we going to stop them on offense? But going into the fourth quarter, we could have been up, 14. But we can never just put it away. What? I just what? I just saw I am so confused. The the Texans ran a quarterback sneak and fumbled the ball, and the Browns got the ball back and ran it in for a touchdown. All right. 2nd and 6 for the Commanders. More space for Brian Robinson, who's going to pick up another first down. They've been running it all day with no issue. No issues at all. Like, no issue at all. Ellis getting pushed around. Mondo missing tackles. You take out Dexter Lawrence, and at this point, you take out Lawrence and Leonard Williams, and you can't stop the run. Let's see what's going on here. The Commanders have got to be they're at 126 rushing yards so far. Almost was able to. I mean, this defense, they cannot stop. If we could just stop the run, if we could just stop the run, we would be able to do a lot more. But we can't stop the run. I see Leonard Williams grabbing his helmet, so it looks like he'll probably be back. Either that or he's walking to the locker room. Looks like he probably got some kind of stinger or something. First and 10. They're at the 35. Play action, Heineke. Heineke's going to try to step up. And Gibson is going to be a yard and a half short of the first down. Second and 2. Second and 2 here. Oh my God. How did he make that catch, man? He's still short of the first down. He's still short. He's still short. Thibodeau, I can already tell, is going to be one of those guys who just hits the quarterback who doesn't get the sacks. All right. They took Dexter Lawrence off the field for some reason. Oh, he's on there. And he gets the first down. I mean, like, they're getting just beat up on the line of scrimmage. They're just getting beat up on the line of scrimmage, man. Somebody's got to come off the field. Okay. Jahad Ward is coming off the field. No one cares about these hits on the quarterback when they don't amount to anything. Washington still gearing up to run this ball. Hand off to Robinson. He's got the edge. He's got the edge. And they're throwing a flag, so maybe this is holding. Heineke had his hands on his head, so it looked like either he just didn't agree with the call or he saw some egregious holding. And that's on the tight end. Let's see what Turner does here. Let's see if it was holding or not. Oh, he grabbed it. That's holding. That's definitely holding. That's definitely holding right there. Yeah, you can't do that. All right, so that'll set them back 10 yards, 1st and 20. Let's not let them get 16 or 15 on first down. Heineke's got time. He's going to get. Thank you for making that tackle, J Love. Second and 12, they pick up 8, but that's better than 15. We need another sack here, 2nd and 13. I wouldn't eliminate the run from their playbook this play. No flag. Okay. 3rd and 13. Let's get a sack. Let's get a sack. Let's push him out of field goal range. He got there early. McLeod got there early, but I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about. And the ball was tipped technically, so 3rd and 13 here. They've ran another 5 minutes off the clock. 3rd and 13. Please stand up here in the secondary. You know they're going to be man on man. They're sending 4. He's getting sacked. This is what we wanted. Dexter Lawrence doing the sack dance. Somebody's hat came off. Leonard Williams on the sideline smiling. And didn't set him out of field goal range, but made a nice play. Didn't take him out of field goal range, though. But, I mean, it's not like that was going to happen from that spot. 52-yarder, though, for Joey Sly to kick. Let's hope he misses it. Let's hope he misses it. And he missed it. He missed it. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He missed it. So the Giants will get the ball back. This time, again, put the game away. Authentics on Twitter saying, put the game away, Daniel. That's what he got to do, man. Daniel Jones is going to get this ball back. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You put up 7, you win this team the game. The game is over. You put up 7 here. The pass rush is winning. So you put up 7 here, the game is over. Yeah, Dex just saved us 3 points. You're right. That's why I said we needed a sack, because that pushed them back, and it's not like they have a kicker that's just automatic. Sly is good, but he's not automatic. Yeah, I mean, Andrew Thomas and Dexter Lawrence have got to get extensions. Julian Love, I mean, he's a free agent. So, I mean, do you sign him? Do you not sign him? I'm not sure, but he's a good player. He's a good player for us. It just depends on how much he wants. But Dexter Lawrence and Andrew Thomas, you got to pay those dudes. You got to pay those dudes 100%. Even if you have to get rid of Leonard Williams, you got to pay Dexter Lawrence and maybe draft a defensive tackle in the 2nd round or 3rd round or wherever you got to do it, or bring in somebody in free agency. Leonard Williams is important, but you got to have Dexter Lawrence locked up long term. Like, we've let a lot of defensive tackles walk, going back to Linval Joseph, then Jonathan Hankins, then Dalvin Tomlinson, but before that, Barry Cofield, but none of them were Dexter Lawrence. None of them were on this level. Like, we didn't have anybody like that. All right. Showtime. Giants got the ball at their own 42. Pitch to Saquon. Saquon is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. I just feel like these first down runs are just killing the drives. I mean, the Saquon experiment, man, like, these teams are so focused on Saquon at this point, it's like impossible for him to do anything. Like he's had a couple of close calls where he's gonna hit those couple big runs a game, but other than that, they're clued in on Saquon everything he does. 2nd and 11 here. We cannot go 3 and out here. At least flip the field. Play action. DJ's got time. He's got time, and they're gonna call a hold there. Yeah, this drive is a wash. This drive is a wash. This drive is a wash. This is gonna put them on second and 21. The entire NFC East is in the playoffs right now. Like the entirety of the division is in the playoffs right now. Oh, we cannot waste this, man. This will be 3rd and 17. That they wasted it. They wasted it, man. They wasted it. Like you cannot just go 3 and out here. Defense playing their hearts out. They do all of this, play their hearts out, and this is what you keep giving them. You couldn't even get a first down. 3rd and 16. Do not run a draw play. And another screen, and it goes nowhere. And another flag. An eligible player downfield. Listen, they cannot. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I just can't do it, man. I like why is every single game an illegal man downfield? Like why haven't we cleaned this up? Why can't we run a screen properly? Why is every screen like literally going for no yard? We haven't had a screen go for like 5 yards. And now there's another flag on the field. And now we got guys stumbling around. Got guys stumbling around, not tackling. And there's another flag on the field that's probably holding. Like that's just demoralizing for the defense to keep on putting up what they're doing right now, and them just continuing to just not do anything with the ball is crazy. We had 20 points with like 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. So they'll have another long field. Hopefully they put together another one of these long drives and come away with a field goal, and we can just run the clock out. Because the Giants wasted the entirety of the last like 10 minutes where they had a chance to put this game away. So they'll probably, let them, go down the field and put up 3. And hopefully our offense can just run the clock out. Like if they don't clean up that illegal man downfield thing, there should be no reason we're this far into the season and we're still having that penalty. Like every single game this season has been an illegal man downfield. Uh, there's no excuse at this point. Yeah, we got to hold them down. I mean, we have to run this clock out, and from what the Commanders have done that they're going to probably convert a bunch of third downs, a bunch of third and shorts because they've been able to run the ball all day. Hopefully, they just go to throwing it, and we can get a turnover that way. But they've been able to easily move the ball. And by that logic, they're going to run about 5 or 6 minutes off the clock, and they'll probably be in position to tie the game towards the end of this game because, I mean, that's how it's gone all day. First and 10 at the 9-yard line. Commanders are going to run this ball. Set the tone. Thank you. Set that tone. Where's the flag? What's the flag? What's the flag? Pinnock with the really nice tackle, though. Holding on the offense. Why would you? I wouldn't even take that penalty. I wouldn't give them that extra down. There's. Okay, I mean, I guess so. But that was a really nice play from Pinnock. Saw it, read it. I mean, did everything he needed to do. I would just take that penalty. I mean, I would just let that slide. First and 15, though. Oh, Julian Love has got to catch that interception, man. I guess Wink is telling me that his guy can hold up in man coverage. Washington is up 12 minutes in time of possession because they've completely dominated it the entire second half, but they haven't come up with anything. They've come up with 0 points. Second and 15, back in man coverage. Heineke in the end zone. Beautiful play by Nick McLeod. This will put them on 3rd and 13. They're in the shadow of their own end zone. This is literally the defense's chance. Sadly, it's in their hands again. This is their chance to put this game away and give the offense a short field to try to get a field goal because they can't do it themselves. But this is 3rd and 13. 3rd and long, you got to get off the field. You got to get off the field here in 3rd and long. Over 6 minutes to go. Get the offense the ball back. Let them score. Let's see. Heineke's going to let it fly. Julian Love almost was able to intercept that. Nice coverage by couldn't tell who that was in coverage. Too high for Curtis Samuel. Cordell Flott in coverage. Or 38. I couldn't tell if that was 28 or 38. Heineke wants a flag. But the defense stood up again. I mean, you got to give Wink some props. You got to give Wink some props. And you got to think if this team wins a playoff game, Wink is probably gone. He's probably a head coach because this defense is just outplaying what they will be. They're outplaying what they have out there on the field. This should be in a perfect world. This would be the last drive. I'm tweeting right now. Let's see if the Giants can run the clock out as well as they do when they're trailing. And meanwhile, my Sunday ticket is buffering. Sunday ticket, man. Sunday ticket. You got to be behind. You're buffering. What are you doing, man? Let's see. The Titans are 10-28. They're not doing anything. Still on commercial though. I didn't miss anything. Had to reset my Sunday ticket. The Giants will have good field position. Just exactly. Just get a field goal. That literally wraps it up for you. A field goal wraps it up. You already know. I already know with this coaching staff, with how they play with these players, they're not even going to attempt to get a touchdown. That's just not going to happen. They're definitely not going to attempt to get a touchdown, but a field goal, that will wrap it up. All right. 15 for 16 for Daniel Jones and a touchdown. 64 rushing yards. Stats look good for him. Stats look good for him so far. But, nothing special. Not even 150 yards. And that's throw to Slayton, who's going to keep fighting, and he's going to stay in bounds. That clock is going to keep moving. And now it looks like the Giants are running some kind of a hurry up. And now a flag got thrown. Hopefully it's not against us. And now it's on the. And Dable is doing his song and dance. He's shouting. He's yelling. He's angry. Feliciano is an idiot. Feliciano is an idiot. He's like an idiot. He's a big, stupid idiot, man. Like there's no reason you should be doing that. Why would you go over there all the way out of hand to that was so stupid. Hit Slayton again, who stayed in bounds. Slayton is much better at staying in bounds than Saquon. The Eagles are dismantling the Tennessee Titans. That's what a shot looks like. That's what we should have been throwing to Kenny Golladay when he first got here. Like that wasn't even like a play where you're like the player's just showing passion. He literally taunted him. That's what he did. Like there was no way around it. He ran up across the field to him to flex. Saquon is going to go down right there. This will be third and 7. 5 minutes to go. At least we've run some time off of the clock. 4 minutes and 53 seconds. 3rd and 7 right here. Are we even in field goal range? Probably not. I mean, no one has scored in the fourth quarter. The The Commanders haven't scored in the entire second half, and we have not been able to put this game away. 3rd and 7. They're going to send some pressure. We got 3 receivers to the right. Someone should be open. DJ's got to throw this ball, and he's not going to throw it. I mean, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I'm completely sick of this. I'm completely sick of this, man. I'm completely sick of this. Like, because this dude wants to go out and flex and act like an idiot, we lose 15 yards and we lose. Like, what am I supposed to do? What are you supposed to do right there? Like, I mean, what do you do, man? Like, why are you going over there flexing? Are you even going to the Pro Bowl, man? Like, are you going to the Pro Bowl? Are you an All Pro? Do you even win most of your snaps? Because if you don't, why are you? Why do I not see Dable yelling at him? Hopefully, he is yelling at him on the sideline, because that was really stupid. He cost us, maybe cost us the game. Maybe cost us the game. Maybe causes the game. I mean, that was just really stupid. It's like once the Giants get the lead, like they don't run the same type of game that they were before. Yeah, like I see Kid Blue on Twitter saying it right now. Like once we get to 20 points, we shut it down. We just shut it down. Like it's all on the defense now. And I mean, it makes me feel a little bit better now that I see it. They're saying Feliciano was flexing at Darius Slayton, trying to like hype him up. But it's just like you got to be cognizant of that. You have to realize that they're going to throw that flag because you're really flexing right in front of somebody else. So they're going to throw that every time. They're showing these USFL plays. Oh, God. Dude got laid out. And people are saying it's a weak call. Like, it's not a weak call. It's literally by the letter of the book. .343 left. They got to go 90 yards to tie this game. It's up to the defense. They get their first down right there, picking up 11. That's 11 of the 90 yards they needed. Clock still running. And this game, mind you, will be completely out of hand if we just been able to kick the field goal because Feliciano, All right, keep standing them up. Run some more clock. 3:11, 3:10. Run that clock down, 2nd and 4. Three wide receivers for Washington. 4-man rush. We got guys on they're taking a shot. And that is not pass interference. That is offensive pass interference because McLeod was right in position to catch that interception, and he's holding his arm back. So that's offensive pass interference. That's offensive pass interference, but whatever. I'll let them have it because we had a defensive pass interference that they didn't call. They got another lineman down on the field. That's about as clear as offensive pass interference as you can get. Like, like makeup call, man. It's definitely a makeup call because that was a clear pass interference. The one against McLaurin was probably pass interference. I don't know which one of their linemen is down. Oh, he got rolled over. That's Ted Larson too. He used to be a Giant. Oh man, you hate to see that. I'm surprised you don't see more Giants players over there, but he's a free agent. So I don't know what Larson that is. Maybe Spencer Larson? Tyler Larson. Okay, that's not Ted Larson. That's Tyler Larson. I don't know who that is. But hopefully he can recover. That's a horrible injury for somebody that big. Said Daniel Jones needs to get his hair cleaned up. I didn't see him yet. They're gonna show him on the screen probably next. Yeah, he got rolled. That's horrible, man, to get rolled up on by a guy that big. 3rd and 4. Zeman out there. I don't know why you don't have your two edge guys in there, but whatever. Why are they in coverage? That was a smart play. That was a smart play by that was a smart play by Thibodeau to bump that dude because he was within 5 yards. And Ojolari, man, Tibbs was in coverage right there, unlimited. 4th and 4, 2:47 to go. Man across the board. Another exotic lineup. Got all kinds of guys at the line of scrimmage. 4-man rush, delayed. Heineke is running to the sideline, and he's just I found a guy wide open. And he gets out of bounds. Had forever to throw it. Yep. I mean, you just got to tip your hat to that. I mean, that's a good play by Heineke. Timon Fox in the game, Jahad Ward in the game. Screen, and he's going to get lit up. All right, who made that play? Gilbert. Zane Gilbert, I think that is. Zane Gilbert. It's all about the next play, but I mean, you hate to get that up. We can't win on our offense because our offensive philosophy changes the second we get up by points. It's literally the game plan once we got up was don't make a mistake and let the defense win the game for us. And luckily they're able to do that, but they're not going to be able to do that next week if we get up by 7 points. The offense is going to have to score again because the Eagles can put up 14 in the blink of an eye. And I hate how it's going to look on my channel if we can win this game. people are going to be like, "Oh, he finally uploaded after the Giants win a game," but I've actually been kind of just busy. Uh, but Aziz is doing his thing, man. Aziz is that guy. But Thibodeau, he can't show up if they keep dropping him in the coverage. He's had a couple of pressures today, but he's also been dropped in the coverage on a couple of third downs while Aziz has gotten the rush. But I mean, I'm not going to hold Thibodeau to that same standard that Aziz is getting held to because Aziz was disappearing when we needed him as a rookie. He was disappearing. He was disappearing. Like he just complete no show. But this year, every time Aziz has been in the game, he's been in the backfield. So we'll see what happens next year with Thibodeau. And a lot of times, pass rushers don't really hit their ceiling until like year 3. A couple of freak pass rushers have done it quicker, but we'll see. All we need from Thibodeau is just the flash, which he's done. I think second down is coming up. Second down and 10, 2-minute warning. Both teams got 3 timeouts. Well, I just got spoiled in the chat. Apparently somebody's wide open. All right. And it's a deep shot. Terry's going to go. Curtis Samuel's going to go out of bounds. All right. So, yeah, they had to go 90 yards, and it looks like they're on their way to going in 90 yards. You got to think Riverboat Ron, if he scores a touchdown, he's going for 2. And all of that scared mentality, man, like I don't care who your quarterback is, man, like you get the ball, man, you're trying to score. Another chunk play, Jahan Dotson is going to make a guy miss and he's going to walk into the end zone. And they're going to go for 2. You got to think they'll go for 2. And the thing is, with Feliciano, if we were up 23-20 right now, it's 145 left and they have 3 timeouts. So even if we were up 23-20, they could possibly get the ball back and tie the game. $145 left, right down the middle, 20-20 game. That's what happens when you play scared, when you shut down the offense because you went up by a touchdown. That's what happens. So now, listen, the offense didn't want to put away the game. Now they have to put away the game. If the Giants lose this game, this will be like the worst loss of the season. Like, this will be the worst loss of the season because they had 4 or 5 chances to go up 27-20 or even 23-20. And they just continue to just call run plays, to be lackadaisical, to just, I mean, you got to be aggressive, man. Put some faith in the players that you have on the field. Like Daniel Jones, whether you believe in him or not, he's putting on the jersey. He's got the C on his chest. He's the starting quarterback. Put some faith in your starting quarterback to go out and win the game. If he loses, he loses, but that's who you got starting. So put him out there and let him play. Like all of this being scared to throw the ball and running these weird draw plays. And let's go. 17 for 18, 136. Not a crazy good game. The yards are low, but let him cook, man. Whatever happens, happens. And I'm not even going to look at the chat because I know if something happens within these next couple of plays, I'm going to get spoiled. 145 to go. I mean, more than enough time to go down the field and put up a field goal at the 25. Decent protection. He's got all day. He's taking a shot. And second and 10. 2 seconds left. Do not run the ball. Play action. He's got time again. He's taking another shot. No play action. No pass interference right there was called. He got pushed out of bounds, but whatever. 3rd and 10. Now we take these random shots and we don't get calls. I mean, how is that not pass interference? Whatever. So this will be 3rd and 10. We got 2 downs to pick it up. Because if we got to punt this ball, listen, they're gonna kick the game-winning field goal if we punt this. They're gonna kick the game-winning field goal if we punt this ball because we've run 10 seconds off the clock, and now we can't snap the ball. I think I might need to get off of here. I might need to get off of here. And they're gonna punt this ball. Oh my God. Oh man. Why couldn't we run those plays in the second and third quarter, Kafka? Why couldn't we do that when the game could have been put away? Why couldn't we run those plays in the second, third quarter? Like, why couldn't we do that? Like, the Commanders? Who are we? Like, come on now. There is no reason that they should be losing this game. And I just know there's no way this defense is going to step up and stop them with a minute and 17 to go to not get a field goal. We got to pray for a missed field goal. And I'm not going to look at the chat because, again, I know I'm going to get spoiled. 1st and 10, 1:16 to go. They're running it. They're picking up 7.5, 8 yards. Like, easy money. $57. It looks like Washington is just trying to run the clock out, which is also very strange to me. Oh, no, he was right there. What are you doing? Oh man, this is what happens when you got people out there that stink. That's what happens. That should have been a pick six. There's no way that should not be a pick six. That should have been a game losing pick six that he threw, but we got a bum out there. Somebody just pointed to Cordell Flott and said, I got a bum on me, pretty much. Short throw. They're going to get down to the 40 to 39. 39 seconds left. This is easy money, man. Like, this is easy money. That throw to Curtis Samuel running left saved the game for the Commanders. Like that throw where he ran left and threw it to Curtis Samuel, it saved the game for him. We know Heineke's a gamer, and you didn't want to put him in this situation where he could have these kind of heroics. All you had to do was be more aggressive in the third quarter. You give up 268. You give up over 100 something rushing. It is what it is. Defense did all they could, but I mean, the offense fell off. Blitz coming. Heineke's taking that shot. Luckily, no flag was thrown because you know they'll throw it. 35 seconds. At this point, you got to hope for a sack because they got 2 timeouts. They need to go about 20 yards. They got 35 seconds. I cannot believe they put themselves in this position, man. I really can't believe it. Well, I can, but it's inexcusable. We need a sack. Ooh, nice play by Pinnock. He's playing well. Because that should have been a game-changing play for them to make. 3rd and 10. Terry almost makes the game-sealing catch, pretty much. Pinnock is flying around. He's showing me some good stuff. I don't know if he's a rookie. I think he is, but he's showing some good stuff out there. 3rd and 10. 7, 6, 5. The play clock's running down. They're going to send another blitz. You know Wink is going to send the house at them. We got to stand up. You got to catch that interception, man. Faber Moreau stood up. Though. Pinnock has made some plays, man. Pinnock has made some plays for us. We got 23 seconds left with an outside shot. Please, Richie James, don't try to be a hero. Thank you. Let it roll out of bounds because I don't want any of your shenanigans. We're going to overtime. Giants are going to run out the clock here with 13 seconds left. Second year he was with the Jets. Okay. Yeah, but Pinnock has flashed about 3 or 4 times this game. Yeah, they're going to just mill this out. I'm actually going to use the bathroom real quick, and we're going to get into overtime. Give me about a couple minutes, couple seconds. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see who got it. Let's see who got it. They're flipping the coin. I know you all probably see it, but I'm looking at the TV real quick to see who wins. Giants got it. Giants getting it. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay, offense, take them shots again. Man, Darius Slayton was supposed to catch that pass, man. Like, Darius Slayton should have caught that pass, man. That's crazy. Yeah, the game should have been over. Like in the third, halfway through the third quarter, we should have been up 27-13. I know they're going to lean on Saquon in this third quarter, in this overtime. Yeah, Slayton is at a 15% drop rate, man. We gave up a 90-yard touchdown drive with the season on the line. Somebody just said. Yeah, they're going to still lean on Saquon though. They're going to throw him a screen. They're going to run a draw play with him. Go. We don't know that they're gonna hand it off to Saquon. I'm really surprised. They got to see the Commanders. Yeah, looks like the Jets made their own comeback. Let's see what the Jets, man. I think Minnesota was like pretty much blowing the Jets out for a while, and the Jets came back. Mike White, no touchdowns, but a rushing touchdown. I guess they kicked a bunch of field goals because I don't see many touchdowns in their stat sheet. Kirk Cousins, 173 yards and a touchdown. So not too bad. I started who over him? I started Daniel Jones over him. Oh man, I wish Wandale Robinson was healthy. That would be so much better than what we have right now. I mean, he goes for 100 yards and then gets hurt. So they'll kick this deep. Let's see. It looks like it doesn't have enough wind to get deep. So this is going to go down at the 18-yard line. I mean, that short kick worked out for him. We'll start at the 18. Yeah, I'm gonna need Kirk Cousins. I wish we could put that game on prime time to see who's the worst prime time quarterback. 17 for 21 for DJ. You know this is going to Saquon. Everybody knows the ball is going to Saquon Barkley. I just hope we can do something with it because we know it's going to Saquon. Play action. He's got time. He's decisive. He hits Slayton. Who else? His only receiver. Is literally his only receiver. Hodgins shows up from time to time, but mostly it's Slayton. I think Saquon may have finally gotten to 1,000 yards. Maybe he needs a couple more yards, but I think he's there now. Pitch to Saquon has never worked. It didn't work one time today, and we keep pitching it to him. We just keep pitching it to him. Just keep throwing pitches to Saquon. Why do we keep doing that? Not one pitch to Saquon has worked. It literally kills the drive. play action. DJ's got all day to throw. He's going to take off and he's going to have two guys there and he's going to get about 7 yards. And it's just like that pitch to Saquon set us behind the chains. This will be 3rd and 5. We're 4 for 10. We started off 4 for 6 on third down, and it shows we have not converted one third down since like the third quarter. Saquon is going to go out and play wide receiver. He's back in the backfield. 3rd and 5. DJ's got time. Once again, he's holding it forever, and he's going to take a sack, man. Like, that's game. That's a game right there. All they need is a field goal. Like that's game right there. That's good game. Hey, good game. That's a huge collapse, man. Like we should have really been horrible. Horrible punt. All they need is a field goal to kick this. I mean, I cannot believe this, man. I can't believe it, but I can because I've seen it. It's just like this is ridiculous. Like, of course, you get it. Like 2nd and 8 here coming up, but it's just like every single thing that you would expect them to do, they've done. Like just completely just folding. 6-1 in their last 7 games. The Commanders are. They're red hot. This is the perfect opportunity to knock them off their pivot, or knock them off their spot. But Curtis Samuel in the backfield, shotgun. Hand off to Curtis Samuel. He's got space. He's going to pick up a first down. He's out to the outside. He's across the 50, down at the 44-yard line. They need 5 yards to kick a field goal. The game's over. The game's over. The game's over. I mean, the game's over. And now we get to play them in 2 weeks. We get to play them in 2 weeks. If we don't get a sack here, man, like this game's over. And they're going to keep running the ball because who's going to stop them? At this point, you got to hope for a missed field goal. Like I said, that's the only thing you can do is hope for a missed field goal. Like that's all you can do is hope for a missed field goal. But in reality, this game should have been over in the third quarter at 27-13. Tackle him in the backfield, man. Are you kidding me? This will be 3rd and 9. They'll need about 7 yards to get in the field goal range. Like they'll need about 7 yards to get in the field goal range. They're 3 for 12 on third down. Seems like they've converted every one, but they're only 3 for 12. Let's see, 3rd and 9. And you got to think Riverboat Ron will go for it because the real marker is in 5 yards, and they're going to throw a screen. You got to make this tackle. Let's go. The defense once again is doing like the Lord's work. Like the defense at this point is incredible. Like I am so happy they didn't throw a flag on that. Fabian Moreau has stepped up. Flight has stepped up. They're punting it again. We got to wrap this game up. We just need a field goal. We just need a field goal. We just need a field goal. Like Terry McLaurin catches a one-handed pass, spins past somebody, and scores. The Giants haven't scored a touchdown since the third quarter. Got the ball back, played like pansies. Like we got to really sit here and Saquon in the flat. This is what you should have been doing. He just pushed that dude 7 yards forward. That's how you got to get him the ball because all this other way is just not working. Like, thank you. Like, push that dude forward 7 yards. Another handoff to Saquon. Saquon is going to pick up 5. Our first down, it seems like, since probably the beginning of the fourth quarter, probably, or the end of the third quarter, something like that. Definitely our first down in of overtime. Seems like. Maybe I'm tripping. Hodgins in the middle of the field. Do not fumble the ball like you did a couple of weeks ago. Second first down for the offense. 2 minutes left in overtime. Oh, man. The only thing worse than this will be a tie. Daniel Jones is 20 for 24 for 164 yards. If you look at the actual passing yards, it's probably like 120. DJ hits Hodgins again across the middle of the field. Giants offense is in rhythm for the first time in forever. Two minutes left. Let's see if they'll snap the ball. And they won't. They never snap the ball before the 2-minute warning. We need about 5 yards for Gano to kick this field goal. So we're right at that same spot they just were. We just got to get, I think, one more first down and we're in good position. I think one more first down, we're in good position. One more first down puts us in position. Just one more. All we need is one more first down, man. All right. All right. The Giants are on the logo in Commander's territory or in our own territory. 1st and 10. Hits Bellinger, who's going to go out of bounds. Bellinger had been able to break that tackle. That would have been an easy first down for him, but this will be 2nd and, I think, 5, 2nd and 6. Second and 6. What I really want to see is I just wanted to see somebody be wide open and they just walk into the end zone. No, okay. Whew, I got so scared, man. Daniel Jones almost threw a pick six. Like Daniel Jones almost threw a pick six, throwing at the Saquon that far out wide. Third and two. 150 left in overtime. We're literally at the field goal marker, so we can't afford to lose any yards. Whoa, what's going on? Daniel Jones, just, oh my God. I don't know who to blame that on, but that was stupid. That was very stupid. That was very stupid. That was just that. Whoever messed that up, like, really messed it up because that looked like that probably had a shot for us to even convert. This will be 4th and 3, and Ganoa's going to come out and attempt. And I'm not even looking at the chat at all. I'm scrolling up to make sure I don't even see anything out of the corner of my eye. The offense is out there. Is he going to just try to draw him off sides? Let's see. I don't know if he's going to try to draw him off sides or if he thinks the wind is no good to be doing things. It looks like they're going to just try to draw him off sides. All right. I hope you took a timeout, Dable. Hopefully you took a timeout. What? Flag. What? Why are they punting it? What? Why are they punting it, man? If you punt it, you're literally playing for the tie. You're literally playing for the tie. You're playing for the tie. They're playing for the tie. Like at this point, they're just hoping that they get a tie. All right, 1st and 10 from their own 9.5, 10-yard line. Tibbs is untouched. He's going to go down at the 1. I wish he would have fumbled. I don't need all the celebration because we're on the brink of a tie football game. Can you hurry up? Can y'all like hurry up? Like we don't need all the celebration because we still got football to play. I mean, I would have either kicked that field goal or tried to throw for a first down. This will be 2nd and 18. Giants took their first time out. They got one more timeout left. I would have rather whatever. Anyway, this is 2nd and 18. They got the ball at their 1. We got to try to get a safety. They got to probably try to throw this ball or run it, and running it wasting time. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we can get Holden in the end zone or something just to wrap this game up. Or another sack. They're in the shotgun. Please, safety. Please get a safety. Please get a safety. And he's going to get yards. He's going to get a first down. And he fumbled the ball. This team is so infuriating. 3rd down. This will be 3rd and 4, I think. 3rd and 10. And who took the timeout? The Giants took a timeout. Why are you taking a timeout? Like, what's going on, man? Oh, boy. This is not a good game, people. I know people are saying, oh, that's such a good game. No, this is not a good game. Anytime you go through the entirety of overtime almost, and there are no points on the board, nobody scored, this is not a good game. 3rd and 10. We have like in the worst way got to get off the field. They went the zone. It's a draw play, and they stop them, and we can't use a timeout because we wasted one. And now the clock is going to run down. Why did we take that timeout, man? Why did we take a timeout, man? Like, why? Why take a timeout right there? We're going to be forced throwing a Hail Mary or kicking like a 65-yard field goal because like, what is going on? There was no reason for us to take a timeout right there. Jimmy Garoppolo is on the injury card, so take from that what you will. But it's just like, man, what is going on? You got people joking and stuff, man. Like, I don't understand why we took a timeout there before the play started. Now we got 30-something seconds instead of over a minute. Tressway has a serious leg. Richie James is going to make a move and get out of bounds. We got 28 seconds to get in the field goal range. We got 28 seconds to get in the field goal range. No timeouts. Thank you for making it as difficult as you possibly could, Dable. Like, thank you for making it as difficult as you possibly could, Brian Dable. Luckily, the Commanders have no timeouts to ice the kicker. We need about 15 yards to get to 63. Empty set with Daniel Jones back there. Please throw the ball, Daniel. He caught the ball. He caught the ball. What are you doing? We got to clock it. We got to clock it. 15 seconds. I don't know how Richie James caught that pass. I don't know how Richie James caught that pass. I don't know how he caught that, but that was incredible because that should have been intercepted. That should have been intercepted. That should have been intercepted. $15 seconds left, second down. We need, if we can get about 5 yards, I feel really good about this kick. We cannot throw it to the middle of the field. Yes, get out of bounds. 10 seconds. We still got time for one more play. Still got time for one more play. You got to think if we throw it inbounds and then snap it, it's 3rd and 7 though. So we can't just clock it on a 4th down. We can't clock it on a 4th down. So we can't, this ball cannot be in bounds or the clock runs out. This ball cannot be in bounds or the clock runs out. It has to be a throwaway. Okay, 4th and 7. This will be like a 60-yarder, 59-yarder, 58-yarder. It's all up to Gano. 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 They cannot ice the kicker. They can't ice the kicker. It's up to Graham. I'm not looking at the chat because I do not want this to be spoiled, but it's all up to Gano. 58 yards. He makes these kicks in his sleep. Graham Gano lining it up. Please ice this for us, Gano. Please ice it for us. Snap, hold is good. Kick is down the middle. Kick is down the middle. Oh my God, man. I cannot remember the last time the Giants had a tie. I don't think the Giants have. I just can't remember it. And that was because we wasted that time out. That is like disgusting to me. A tie? A tie? I'm trying to find the last time the Giants tied with somebody. 1983 was a tie. 2020. The Giants have only had we had our last tie was with the Redskins, 7-7. Yeah. Our last tie was in 1997 with the Redskins, 7-7. Oh my God, man! I'm not mad at Graham Gano, man. I I think Unlimited is trolling, but I'm not mad at Gano because there were so many things that just went wrong. Because why are we calling a timeout on third down when the clock isn't moving and we really let them run about 40 seconds off the clock? Our offense had momentum. It is what it is, man. Coach, the coaching was subpar. It was subpar again today. It just is what it is. I'm going to call it like I see it. And I'm just going to transition into making my post game video. You all can stay on here. I might stay on here after I finish this video just to see what you all have to say. But I'm going to get into it right now. What's going on, YouTube? Diggy546. This was an abomination of a football game to watch. I hated to see it. You hate to see something like this. It is really disgusting because the Giants went into this half, with us feeling comfortable as Giants fans. 13-13 is how we usually feel comfortable. The defense played well above what those players are supposed to be playing, especially in the secondary. Shout out to Pinnock. Shout out to McLeod. Shout out to Gilbert. Shout out to all these dudes who don't have any business being out there playing against starters, playing against Terry McLaurin, and they stepped up the entire second half. Washington scored 7 in the second half. They almost were shut out in the second half. All the Giants offense had to do was put 3 points on the board, put 7 points on the board, and they couldn't do either one. They had about 6 or 7 or 8 chances in this second half to put this game away, and they decided not to do it. Daniel Jones, about 24 for I don't know what he ended up having, but about 180 yards on like 26 passes or something. Not good enough. He ran the ball heroically in the first half. Really carried the offense in the first half because the offensive line wasn't blocking. But after that, the offense just really fell off. Saquon, he does not make an impact. The entire. Now, I understand people are eating because of Saquon. I get that. But the entire point of you being a gold jacket running back, a gold jacket player, is that everybody knows you're touching the ball. Everybody knows you're going to get the ball, and you're the one who goes out and wins the game for your team. And you're just that good. Everybody knows Aaron Donald is that guy. And he still makes it happen. It just is what it is. I got to call it how I see it. And you can say they weren't blocking for him, which is true, very true today. But guess what? Are we going to pay this guy $17 million to where if the offensive line has a bad day, he's not able to affect the game? Because every single time we pitched the ball to Saquon Barkley, because Kafka was so insistent on pitching the ball to Saquon Barkley, we lost 3 to 5 yards every single time. It did not work one time. So those two, we needed the best from them. We needed them to show up and show out, and they were not able to do that. Daniel Jones was kind of doing that in the first half, in the third quarter. In that fourth quarter, nothing. Kafka, the lack of aggression in his play calling is really starting to grind my gears. Because you start to take shots and you start to be aggressive in that fourth quarter when we go down or when we get tied. You start to take those shots. When all we need to do is just get a field goal, and you're taking shots 40, 50 yards down the field. Slayton needs to catch that though. But all we needed was a field goal. But early in the game, when we're up, when we can afford to make mistakes, we're just running the ball, throw it short, run the ball, throw it short, and we keep getting a yard short of a first down. because we're just so scared to make a mistake. We're so scared to push the ball down the field because Daniel Jones is so bad of a quarterback. I don't care how bad the dude is. Whoever is out there, put your faith into him. Because we lost this game. I'm going to tell you right now, we lost this game, first of all, because of a bad penalty by Feliciano to put the game away. You know, bad taunting penalty puts this game away if he doesn't have that penalty. Because of that, and then, like I said, coaching. This has been the fourth game in a row. I go back to the Seattle game. I go back to the game before that, which was I think the Texans game was out of the bye. The Seattle game, the Texans game, the Lions game, the Cowboys game. I won't say we really got outcoached. I'll say we just got outplayed. We didn't have the horses, but we did, and that's one thing. We did not have the horses in the Cowboys game, and we refused to get out of man coverage. We just were so dead set on these cornerbacks manning up with these wide receivers who are better than them. It's just mind-boggling to me why Wink does that. But again, I can't say too much bad about Wink today because his defense gave up 20 points in 5 quarters where they were on the field the entire second half and overtime. So I can't be mad at Wink. I cannot. But that offense with Mike Kafka, if you don't show some aggression, man, if you don't show some aggression when we start to get leads so we can put some of these games away, you can't be the man for the job. You cannot be the man of the job. Like, we cannot be you got to put this game away. 20 to 13 in the third quarter, beginning the third quarter pretty much. 20 to 13. All you got to do is put up a field goal. You need one big play. One big play wins the game for you at that point. Washington, they're on fire, but they're not a hot offense like that where they're going to put up 40 points. So you go up 2 scores against this team in the second half, you know, that's a win for you. But we had the ball 5, 6, 7, 8 times, passive every single time we touched the ball. The end of the fourth quarter, I think the end of the fourth quarter, we could have kicked the field goal. It might have been overtime or whatever. But anyway, there were just a couple of times where I'm like, it's 4th and 3, and I think it's overtime. It's 4th and 3. Like, why not just go for the 4th and 3 instead of taking a penalty and praying that you can get them to punt it back to you? Because I would go for it on that 4th and 3. Get down the field, because what happened to Brian Daboll of week 1 where he's like, I'm putting all the chips on the table. I'm going for it. I'm going for 2. If we lose, we lose. If we win, but it'll be in my hands to where it is what it is. But it just is what it is. To tie this game is really inexcusable because we should have won this game going away in the third quarter. So there were some bad penalties on both sides, a missed pass interference or a called pass interference on McLaurin. That flag got picked up. And then a missed pass interference on Nick McLeod, who should have caught an interception, but he got interfered with. So there were just some bad penalties. And then horrible tackling again. I don't know what happened to how great the tackling was early on in the season. So it's just completely fallen off a cliff. Horrible tackling. Horrible judgments of the ball. Julian Love broke on one pass that wasn't even going to the person. He just broke down and hit. And then I think it was Gilbert. Heineke throws a ball all the way across the field to the left sideline, and Gilbert just cannot catch this ball that pretty much guarantees you a pick six. I don't know why he wasn't able to judge that right, but he just pretty much guarantees you a pick six, and he's not able to get it. So I'm not letting the players off the hook. Definitely not. But I think at the end of the day, coaching is what did this to us. I think at the end of the day, coaching is what did this to us, because just a little bit more aggression gets you to 23 points at the very least. At the very least. So yeah. Other than that, that timeout was completely inexcusable. You got a minute and something on the clock. Your team is getting the chance to get the ball back. It's third down. Whether they're lined up right or not, it's third and long. Why are you using your last timeout of overtime to give your team 20 seconds to get about 25 yards? And we got the yardage we needed. All we needed to do was just get about 5 more yards. And guess what? We would have had about 40 more seconds on the clock if you don't waste that time out. And we're probably kicking the game winning field goal. Being in a tie is like is disgusting. Graham Gano missed a 58-yarder to win the game, but this should not have gone into his hands. It also looked like he was kicking against the wind, because anybody that kicked against that kick going that way on the field, all of their kicks were short. All of their kickoffs were short. So he was probably kicking into the wind. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's a tie game. This is the first tie game of the Giants since 1997, which guess what? Was also with the Washington Redskins at that point. It was also with them. So you hate to see a tie game. It is what it is. But at the very least, we didn't allow Washington to get to 8 wins today. So we'll see them in 2 weeks. We got Philly coming up. If we lose this game against Philly, this next game against Washington is going to be for that third spot in the division, because we'll both be 7, 6, and 1. So whoever wins that game will be third place. Whoever loses, it'll be fourth place. Just that simple. The Giants have completely folded in the second half of the season. I don't even know how to feel it, because 1997 was the year I was born. I don't even know how it feels to be to lose a tie game, to be in a tie game. I don't even know how to feel this week. I feel like both teams lost. So it is what it is. But you guys, I always say have fun watching the rest of the games. Have fun watching the rest of the games. The Giants have tied a game that they should have won going away. It is what it is, guys. Got to hope that we can try to win a game that we have no business winning next week against Philly. All right, so I wrapped that up. Let me take a look at these timeouts. We stopped the play clock. We didn't stop the game clock. We didn't stop the game clock there. The clock was stopped. It was at 140 something, and the clock was stopped. Maybe I'm wrong, but the fact that they used that timeout, Washington was not going to wait and run that clock out the way that they did. They weren't going to run that clock out on that third down. So it's not like we saved a bunch of time by stopping the clock, even if it was running, which I can't remember right now, but they weren't going to run that clock all the way down on third down. Now they were going to do it on fourth down. But there were just a lot of things. You said we got Minnesota next week? Could have sworn we had the Eagles next week. I thought we had the Eagles next week. I think we play Minnesota the second to last game of the year. Eagles Giants December 11th. Yeah, we play the Eagles next. I mean, they should have won that game. Like, we should have won this game. Should have won the game. And Gano was definitely kicking it to the win. But I mean, we lose the Eagles game. We're 7-6-1. Washington is 7-6-1. Whoever wins this next game is in third place. It's just that simple. Whoever wins this next game is going to be in third place, and that'll determine what's going on the rest of this year. We got the Eagles twice. Let's see the rest of Washington's schedule. Let's see. Washington has the Giants, the 49ers, the Browns, and the Cowboys. Now, we absolutely have to win this game against them their next game, which is December 18th. So let's say they lose that game. That puts them to 7-1. Then they play against the 49ers, who Jimmy Garoppolo just went out. So that puts them at 8-7-1 if they win that game. Browns, they'll probably win that game 9-7-1. And then the Cowboys, 9-8-1. So that puts them at 9-8. And then you look at the Giants schedule. And this is just like how I'm feeling right now, like what I think they'll win and what I think they won't win. So we're not winning this Eagles game. That puts us at 7-6-1. We play Washington next. We win that game 8-6-1. The Vikings, that's a toss up, but I'll have it as a loss maybe. So that's 8-7-1. The Colts, we win 8-1, 9-8-1, and then you're looking at the Eagles. That's 9-9-1. My math might be off because I'm upset about this loss, but it looks like we'll be tied with them. You said we have 4 losses. Oh, okay. So we're still, but they have 5 losses, right? The Giants have 4 losses, but the Commanders have 5 losses, right? Giants got 4 losses, Commanders got 5. So we're 1 game ahead. If we lose, we'll be tied. Like I said, it pretty much just looks like, I'm doing the crazy math. I'm doing the crazy math, but it pretty much looks like the way that these schedules look. It looks like if the Giants take care of business against Washington the next time, it looks like they'll be tied, which probably gives us the edge over them. Yeah. But this is going to be difficult to get into the playoffs. This is going to be difficult. Seattle is at what? Seattle is at 6-5. Lions at 5-7, but they don't look like they're going to lose anytime soon. I think those are the 2 teams we got to worry about: Lions, Seahawks, and Commanders. Yeah, we should have won that game. I don't think we have any shot at beating Philly unless just some crazy stuff happens. But yeah, my voice is completely shot. My tea ran out about an hour and a half ago. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank y'all for sitting through this game. I cannot believe they just threw that game away. But again, my voice is completely shot. I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll try to get out some videos this week. I haven't been able to do it the last month, but I'll try to get out some videos.